Can you feel it? The fire in your soul, leaving nothing chance for love. Can you feel it? Haunting your senses, letting all your feelings go. But I can feel it rushing through my veins. Your love's the only drug I know. But we've been playing the hand now devil. We can light it up. I know that we can make it through the night, but I can feel it for you inside. So there won't be no fear tonight.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our online qualifier number 4. It's the HSEL 2018 Rocket League. And my name is Bison. Joining me is Rankies. It is the last day that all these teams get a chance to qualify to go to Hybrid World Adelaide to join Peel High School, Kiama High School, and Unley High School. Pretty crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely. Bit of a theme there, Baza. We've had we've had a lot of schools sign up where it ends with secondary school or it's a college or something like that. But the only teams that have made it through yet are high schools.
The HSs, man. The HSs. Yeah. So will we have another HS today, or will we have a CC or a different ending today? Who will buck the trend?
And if it is a CC, then the question becomes, what kind of CC? Community college? Christian college? Catholic college?
I thought you were going for a Dorito. No. I thought we were having a corn chip for a moment. I was getting me hungry. I finished my corn chips before, and now I've got some shapes in front of me.
Anyways, some nachos.
Yeah, give me some nachos, guys. Grab some snacks because we've got a couple hours of Rocket League action. And our first team up on the stream today is our St. Helena's team's NAP taking on the I said it because I'm in WA, right? I'm going to correct myself right now. Canley Vale.
Yep.
Strikers. They are up and for this next best of 3. And I think we've seen both of these teams play before, haven't we?
We have, yeah. I'm just checking the players that have joined in, and I see Salty Mackerel playing for the Canley Vale High School Strikers.
Salty Mackerel.
I believe that last time we saw these guys, it was Shy Guy, Ribbit, and Kirby. So it looks like Salty Mackerel coming in to replace Kirby there.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, we've seen Salty Mackerel before, so we'll see how we go. And it's funny with the I believe with NEP. The reason why they call team NEP is because every single player's got NEPA in their name. So we're just taking out NEPA and we're just going to say the first names, which is ELX. 5,000 and Wing. So that's how we're going to reference them today.
I think we can say NEP.
NEPA 5,000, NEPA Wing, and ELX NEPA. Do you know how annoying that's going to get?
NEP Wing, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
All right. No worries. We'll do that.
I mean, the ELX NEPA is a bit of a mouthful, but
yeah.
I'll grant you that one. You got me there.
Yeah, okay, all right. Before we get this game underway, we'll let everyone know in Twitch if you'd like to promote and get this out to your mates. It is the last day of qualifiers, so let everyone know that they can come and watch and have some fun with us today. So, without further ado,
I'm going to send out a tweet right now, Baza.
Okay, all right. We'll just quickly stall for time. Stall for time, Shakes. No, let's just get this game underway. I'm going to tell the guys that they can join. And we'll get this to go. Rankies, we've seen this before. Who do you think will get the win?
Yeah, good question. I mean,
maybe erring on the side here for Canley Vale. I think they're a team. They got through the brackets earlier before. They certainly are. Oh, hold on, Nap. They all got the anime pictures. Maybe they get some over the line.
Just trying to remember. I believe this is the team where when they were playing with Kirby until Salty Mackerel came in for like the last game they played, Kirby was playing the perma goalie position. You remember that?
Yeah, and then Mackerel came in and dominated. Yeah, so they're playing with Mackerel, and I recommended to play with Mackerel. They kicked Kirby out.
Yeah, they did better with Kirby though. I mean, Salty Mackerel though, he's got them a nice first goal in the first 15 seconds. I remember last time we saw these guys as well, it was Shy Guy and Ribbit that were doing all of the offensive, they were kind of like doing 2v3 offensive plays while Kirby sat back.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to seeing... Kirby was playing so defensive that they couldn't get out of the goal line.
But they did a lot of the time. I mean, they got to the quarterfinals or something, it was, without Salty Mackerel. Either way, with Salty Mackerel, because they're going to have 3 people rotating properly now, I'm really looking forward to seeing the offensive pass plays expand even further to what they were just like that.
And there's Salty Mackerel putting in the second and talk about how aggressive he is. It makes me think he's got a rookie tag there. Look how aggressive he gets up in this point. It's a must read. He must be playing. He must have played from a console and he's on a PC today.
Could be.
It's certainly not a rookie play coming out there.
No. Could also be friends. No, it wouldn't be a friends. I don't know. Could be. He may have had the bug, because I have heard that bug where your account level gets reset still exists somehow.
Yeah.
It's due to the Steam cloud. So if you play at a LAN cafe, it can mess up the Steam cloud syncing. So just if you guys play Rocket League at LAN cafes or something, be careful about that, because you sign in with your Steam account, it can mess up your level.
Yeah, that's true. Probably a lot of these players do that too. Still go to
you lose a bunch of items as well, because they come with like level unlocks or something.
Oh no. Okay. The almighty knowledgeable Rankies.
I think it's something like that. It hasn't happened to me, but it's just stuff I've been told.
Shy Guy playing with it in the defense, takes across goal, and it's going to be the net wing, as Rinky said. Just say the whole name. Let it go, boys. Net wing takes the advantage here and puts the first goal on for his team.
And I'm surprised he was allowed to get through that defense there. Seems like both Shy Guy and Salty Mackerel were having a little bit of a difficult time breaking that one down. It's good wing play regardless from net wing. He's been tackled by Shy Guy. Get up over the top. Salty Mackerel now. Looking for this pass play again, but broken down by Neppy 5000. Ribbit does keep it away from him. Shy Guy now doesn't quite get the hit he was after, but you can see what he was trying to do. Get up in that ceiling area and whack it down for a pass. Challenge now from Ribbit and Salty Mackerel. Bit of a slow game now, Bizer. It's slowed down significantly as to what we were seeing earlier on.
Ribbit. Touch, heads back to the middle. Salty Mackerel down. That ball. Just working back out to the corner, net wing. Now I'm actually saying it. I said I would say the last names. Wing. Nice little shot. Brings it back inside. Uncontested goal line. Takes us back to a tight game down the halfway mark. Interesting between both of these teams.
There's a great first touch from Nepwing as well. He saw the tackles coming in. He was able to get that front flip just to flick it over the top, and then he was home free from then on. Unfortunately, for Canley Vale, they didn't leave any defenders back to be able to challenge that one, but it's not the worst case scenario. It only ties them up. Nepwing, the only one in defense. Salty Mackerel going for the left post, but shoots way wide. And Ribbit now going to set something up for his team yet again.
Interesting to see Mackerel. He got up into the position. Oh, shot from Ribbit. It's a banger. Puts it in the back of the net and takes the lead for his team. Have a look how Mackerel just flips here and then Ribbit turns that angle of the card. It's quite lovely.
Yeah, great pass out of the corner from Salty Mackerel. And as you said, Ribbit in a really good position to be able to shoot that one as well. But the defender did get a save, but wasn't enough. Still went in that inside edge of the post, and that's all that matters. Puts Salty Mackerel, Shy Guy and Ribbit up a goal. 2 minutes 14 remains, Bizer. We'll see what Team Net can do about it.
Shy Guy forward. I've dropped down for Salty Mackerel. He's putting a lot of pressure in this game so far. Coming through Ribbit, and he follows up another cross for this Canley Vale team, and they're taking advantage of some really great setup play.
Yeah, it's just defense falling apart right there for Team Net, but as you said, the setups from Canley Vale, good pass plays, and this is what I was looking forward to seeing, as I said at the beginning of this game. And we saw them last week. They were really getting some nice pass plays off, and they seem to be on top of their game still when it comes to that.
Drop down, Ribbit forward. Shy Guy misses the read off the backboard. A chance here, Salty Mackerel met by the wing. He comes down, a nice read to get the touch forward for his team. It's brought back to the middle. Shy Guy looking for a corridor touch from his teammate, not to be there at all. Ribbit, a touch from Salty Mackerel. He's following it up, trying to get the angle, and he rolls it into the backboard. He comes back out to the corner, so no fifth goal there for Canley Vale, but certainly putting the pressure on Nep. Need to find something special here with the minute coming down.
Absolutely close, but no cigar, as some would say, Bizer. That's a great pop from Ribbit. Shy Guy's up there. Is that rollover touch, but nothing just yet. That's a good pass from Ribbit yet again, but cleared out by, I think that was Neppy 5000. Yeah, it was. He's gone straight back to net. I need to get this cleared out. Nepper was able to get a touch off the side, but Salty Mackerel off the roof. Used the flip way too early and sent a powerful ball all the way across the face of the net. But we'll see what happens. Passes still being made. Nepper and Salty Mackerel whiff on that one. Shy Guy to challenge Nepper 5000. And then, okay. Really easy dribble around the side of Nep win there, Buzzer.
Just one by Shy Guy, and then he ends up flipping onto the right-hand side of the ball, which gets the angle back in to score that 5th goal. And it looks like this first game is going to be into the favour of Canley Vale. Certainly working into a really good stakes right now. The last 30 seconds, Salty Mackerel brings it in. Shy Guy, oh, he's done it again. He's just playing with it right now. Look at it. He's done the exact same shot. Look how he flips for it.
There we go. Nice one from Shy Guy. Just get that tip around the side of the defender. I've just looked over at chat as well, Blazer, and ELX Striker, who is, I'm assuming ELX Nepper in game.
Yeah, it makes sense right now.
Yeah, he's saying that, he said you haven't seen us. If he's saying that we haven't seen his team play, well, he's dead wrong. We definitely have. You can check the VODs on that one.
Maybe we haven't. Maybe we actually haven't seen it because there's so many.
Because we saw Shy Guy, Ribbit, and Kirby.
No. He's talking about the Neps. He's a Nepper.
Oh yeah, didn't we see? I don't know if it was these two teams versus each other, but we saw these guys. They were the only. If I check the bracket again, hang on.
We've seen so many St Helena. Like there's so many St Helena teams that had to be all being renamed. So maybe we haven't seen them all.
We have 100% because they were the only one that made it out of the first day.
Now you're getting me to go back on my sheet, so
I'm doing it already. You don't need to.
Oh, boy. Well, this game is going to be concluded at this drop of the ball, which Canley Vale will get it sorted. I'm going back to this sheet. This is why I write my results down so I can go back and check everything out. It's
we saw Merriweather 2-0 them in round 3 of the first day.
There you go. Your guys' memory's worse than ours, although I couldn't remember. I do remember seeing you though. Like it's just like I remember the Nepper 5000. I remember seeing that name somewhere, and it's like I remember the Neppers. I remember it.
You never forget a good old-fashioned Nep.
Yeah, they're the Neps.
Nep it in the bud.
Yeah, I do remember Canley Vale, the Ribbit, Shy Guy, and Salty Mackerel because we followed them. Yeah. They've had multiple string games.
Yeah, we saw them. We saw them on the Sunday last week, I believe.
Yeah, the Neppers.
I don't believe it was yesterday. I think it was last week as well, but different day. The next day from where we saw Nep, and they specifically, they had Kirby for most of the day until they swapped in Salty Mackerel.
That's right.
At the last second.
Got booted.
Rip Kirby.
No. Rest in peace, Kirby. Hashtag Rip Kirby. Can we get that in chat?
No, they're too busy typing. They're too busy typing Nepples.
Yeah, hashtag Nepples.
Alrighty.
I think they're waiting on the command. These guys are so patient. So
a lot of the teams have been doing that. It's nice.
I'll just give them the ready to go. So we don't have to wait. They can just go straight away in the second match and the third if we go there. It's only the first one they have to wait for us. But oh look, we got a hashtag Rip Noob. Oh, that's so nice.
Rip Noob.
keep it clean in chat. That's all I can say.
So
be nice. In the spirit of the game, we be kind. Yeah.
What did Canley Vale end on? It was like 7-2 or 8-2 or something.
I put it 8-0, but it's certainly a 2. Yeah, it was an 8-2.
There we go.
I don't know why I put 0.
Ribbit. Close. Neppy 5000 over the top. Salty Mackerel couldn't get the touch, but Shy Guy's there in the defensive rotation. Nepper, no connection, and Shy Guy will just take the shot through.
Well, that's the first, and Shy Guy happy to grab this boost and has watched the teammates, the opposition rather, make mistakes in front of him, and he'll capitalise on it, and his team taking a lead.
I wonder what the joke with the whole NEP theme is. Guaranteed it means something to those guys.
I'm sure they're starting a trend in the high school.
Maybe someone in chat knows that can tell us. Right now, they've just been faked by Shy Guy entirely, but then Shy Guy's taken it back to exactly where he started. So there we go. We see the clearance out from Nepwing. Immediately on the back of it, Ribbit down the opposite end of the field gets a boost grab, allows Salty Mackerel to come through, but he flies right underneath the ball with that serial box car. Very flat hitbox. Great for flicks though, Bizer.
So we just got told Nep is from an anime Steam game. There you go.
Anime Steam game. Okay, that explains the profile pictures as well.
Yeah, it totally explains the profile pictures. Like, okay, all right. Fascination. We get it. We get it. I'm worried for these kids now. At least they're playing Rocket League, okay? They're having a crack at Rocket League, and they seem to be all right at it.
Yeah.
But they need to get goals right now.
Good.
Yeah. They need to get some goals. Counter Canley Vale, get to round 2. That's the aim right now. Here's Wing with a chance going down the field. I'll get blocked up. The ball sent wide. Nepa. And let's say Nepa, I mean ELX. Damn it, he got me. I got
ELX Nepa. Shy Guy should get that.
I got Nepa fascination right now. I want to go play the game. I want in. I want in right now.
Be careful about what you wish for, Bizer. It might be one of those, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I might be stuck forever.
Yeah. Alrighty, Ribbit. Won the kickoff. It did go back to Shy Guy. See what Shy Guy can do. Boosting down for a Salty Mackerel there to support, but Neppy 5000 too quick. Ribbit a little bit too slow to take that shot. Does get the big bump onto Nepwing in defense though. Salty Mackerel pops this one high. Shy Guy over the top. It's not a shot on target, but they can keep the pass plays going. Shy Guy backwards, turns around, depossesses, up in the air, doesn't have the boost to go for it, goes underneath and scores anyway. Need to take a look. I think he had a tiny bit of boost. This is advanced, Buzzer. He feathered about 35 boost just to be able to get that shot.
Isn't it an underside dunk?
Pretty much.
I've never seen that before.
Neither have I, but
usually you get a topside dunk all the time, but no. And for everyone at home, Netwing just confirmed it's an anime Steam game. Just because he was listening in
he's doing a Husey.
Hey,
be careful, man. Merriweather still haven't got through yet. Maybe that's why.
and he's probably got ADSL 1, and the stream's delayed by a minute for him. So, yikes. But an underside dunk right now. Crazy stuff going on. 3-0. Canley Vale looking to secure a spot into round 2 and continue their run right now. Nep, they need to bring something big with 1:40 coming to the clock right now. And that's not going to help their cause.
No, not at all. This makes it harder and harder. Ribbit. Man, he came from downtown, Bizer, and then found that top left corner. 4-0, minute 41 remains. Let's see, look, can we find this Nep? All I'm finding is a game, the first result at least, is Nep and the, one word. Meanwhile, Salty Mackerel increasing the difficulty. 5-0, minute and a half.
Damn. Both of the players rotating. Got bumped
and there was
out
some
of
bumps.
getting they tried to get to the goal and they both got bumped from getting there. Ouch. Okay. All right.
Take a look at Neppy 5000's antenna and tell me that belongs on Salty Mackerel.
Oh, I think it does. I think it does, man. I reckon he might have changed that last match.
Yeah.
Just to that would have been epic if that's the case. There's this number 6 goal. Would have been the ultimate banter. Just to get at him. regardless, I don't see this game coming back at all for Team Nep, and feels bad, man.
I'm very interested to know what game specifically they're talking about, so maybe someone can tell us after this game. Minute remaining, Bizer, and 6 goals required just to tie things up against Canley Vale, and they're struggling to get out of defence with the pass plays that Canley Vale have been pulling off. Salty Mackerel sends one across. It's a bit short. Shy Guy doesn't end up getting the touch until it's backwards. And he'll have to play out of the half. Now he's just going to retreat, pick up some boost. He's conceded possession in net wing. Doesn't get the EU clear off the backboard, but Salty Mackerel picks it up in the midfield. Down the field of play. Looks for the shot. Got in Shy Guy's way. Drops it down for Ribbit, and he will finish it off. Okay. So they still get the goal. I feel like with this first shot from Salty Mackerel and Shy Guy going wrong, there should have been someone on the far post for Team Nep to be able to jump up across the face of the goal and clear that one out. Would have been the best position for someone to be in rather than 2 underneath the ball. But sometimes that stuff happens, Bizer, and with 0-7 and only 30 seconds remaining, it does look like Canley Vale are about to pick up the win in round 1 here.
I want that fishing rod. I'm still facing that. Yeah, I want the fishing rod. Neppy 5000. Can I trade? Sorry, I'm in that type of mood with this game. It's just a bit of a blowout for Team Nep. Look, learning experience for these guys, but they will bow out of this game in straight sets. Canley Vale will go through to the next. And this one will be done. As Shogun would say in the background, that game was certainly robbed for Team Nep. Ouchies. A big one.
So taking a look at the brackets, that was match 13. Canley Vale High School Strikers move on to face up against Brighton Secondary School, which I believe we broadcast them yesterday. Although they did get through up against Teamy in round 1 because Teamy didn't check in. The amount of teams, Bizer, that can't be right. Take a look at the bracket right now, Bizer. I think every round 1 game, except the one we just did, no one checked in. Well, that makes round 2 very interesting. Because, well, there we go. Southern River College, Smile Junior, and Caringbah High School did make it through. Did you see the 1-0s?
That is not right. That is
Willunga are already in the quarterfinals round 3 because both round 1 and 2, they've had 1-0 buys essentially. Nazareth are in the same position.
I'm sure a lot of the teams are here today. Like they're just probably caught up watching something that's currently on right now, and they're like, I want to watch that.
Maybe GFIN or something.
Yeah, there's currently something on, and they're like, I want to watch that instead of play right now. And wow, maybe, who knows? Who knows what's going on? But yeah, a lot of the teams should be on and be getting into this. That's crazy. So, wow. Okay, all right.
Well, we've got a tough decision to make, Bizer. Which round 2 game do we want to go? I marked down match 18 because I reckon that's going to be a good game.
Well, it looks like we're not going to get it because they're probably not available. But from what we've been told,
Gilroy Catholic College
19 is good to go. So
okay, we'll go with that then.
Looks like Gilroy Catholic College and Darwin High School. Oh yeah.
Yep. Well, Gilroy are one of the new teams. They requested to be streamed in round 1. We couldn't though, because Music Memers, the team they were supposed to verse, didn't check in. So it looks like we'll be able to stream them in their round 2 game right now then.
Yeah, so that's where we're going to go. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We're going to set up and we'll be right back with the game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the HSEL 2018 online qualifier number 4. We are heading into round 2 to find out who will be the last qualifier to go to Hybrid World Adelaide, and we've got Gilroy Catholic College taking on Darwin, and the team names, which is Underage, taking on Oh Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and got a bit of giggle out of it, didn't we, Rankies? There you go, we got a giggle.
Yep.
Yep. We haven't seen...
If single female lawyer were here, she'd be happy.
Oh god.
You gotta watch Bias's stream for that joke to make sense, everyone.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, a cheeky plug. We should just get these guys into it. We don't have much banter to go with, so ready to go.
We'll go with the. Do you want to say the player names, Bias, or shall I?
No, I'll let you go, man. Because if anyone knows me, I butcher names. You'll hear it throughout the series today, so we'll just let Rankies do the pronunciations.
So for Gilroy Catholic College, which is team Underage, we have I'm a Bossish Beast, Yugi 514, and Green Sticky Note. Interesting names, especially Bossish Beast. I'm looking forward to hearing Bizer on that one.
Just before we go, I just might communicate to the admins that we might need to let them know on Discord, because they might all be console players here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're not.
If they're all console, they can't see us typing then.
They can't see us typing right now, so it's seeming like, because the way they've got dashes, they've got numbers, and it's all hyphenated. So I'm thinking they're all consoles. So we have to do a special type of communication to these guys.
Mm-hmm. While you're doing that, Bizer. Oh, here they're jumping in now.
Yep, console player.
Darwin's jumped in.
Console player. There we go.
Okay.
Can't communicate to them.
No. And so for Darwin High School, as you can see, they are fielding Oibra, Pokerface Guy, and the only one boy. They also have 2 subs in the name of Niku111 and I Make Butters.
I make butters?
Yep.
Okay, alright. You had to plug it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Gotta get the subs plug out there. Maybe they get a chance to play, who knows. Green Sticky Note, we were discussing this a little bit earlier. Poker Face. It's gonna get a goal, but it's an own goal.
There we go. Good pinch off Bossish Beast though. Unfortunate touch there for Yugi. I think he was trying to pinch out off his post, not in. But as you were saying, Green Sticky Note, you were musing about how he came up with that name for himself.
Yeah, I was just thinking, he's sitting there and he's loaded up Rocket League and has gone, right, how do I come up with my name right now? Looking around his desk, and there's a sticky note on his desk. And go, oh, that will do.
Green Sticky Note.
Green Sticky Note. Yeah.
I mean, that's even better. That's even better than Refulent Emu.
If you were here yesterday listening to the cast, that was Ranky's
story time with Rankies.
Story time with Rankies, and that's how his brother got his in-game name, practically allowing a random generator name in a what was it? We're not going there. We get back to the game. Minute down, and this is I'm a Boston Beast. We'll just call him Boston. He's a Boston. He's a Boston.
Beast is the shortest.
He's a Boston.
Bossish Beast.
Boston Beast. just be.
Smeagol casting.
I'm a little bit funny today. I don't know why.
Picks up a goal, my precious.
this one's over the top, and then put it into the equalizer. Don't get me in the mood of that one. It will get epic. I just start commentating in Schmiegel's voice. You don't want me to do it, chat. It will happen. It's tied up game. 3 minutes and 32 remaining.
Oh, you know what they need? They need Lord of the Rings item. They need. I'm not big on Lord of the Rings. Is it? Hang on. Is it the Eye of Sauron? Is that what it's called?
That needs to be Sauron. Sauron.
Okay, that needs to be a goal explosion where the eye comes out and looks around.
Dude, that's perfect. That'd be perfect. I actually don't think anyone in today's age would actually understand it, because all the rings came out so long ago.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm not.
Our generation,
huge on
yeah,
Lord of the
but
Rings.
today,
I don't know how to pronounce
they'll
the things.
understand. They'll have to remake all the movies and release it again. It'll be a hit.
Well, the new ones are the Hobbit movies, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, story times with Bison.
No Hobbits on this field.
Yeah,
the demos though.
That's going to be a goal. Poker face guy scoring this, and there's a demo in there as well.
Oibra saying no problem. Clears that one out of the way. Nice demo from Oibra. Clears that. Open net. Poker face guy will be happy with that one. We jump into scoreline of 2-1. Just over half the game remaining, Bizer. Be interesting to see how Gilroy come back with this one. I'm pretty sure that Gilroy wouldn't be too happy with a loss, because these guys actually requested to be casted. So they're the they're the team that has something to prove right now.
That's Yugi downfield. This makes me want to say a particular character that I grew up with.
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yep, the Millennium Stone. Such nostalgia for me. He looks to dribble. Countered by Oibra. Poker face. With that touch. Gets it down the midfield. Boston. A green sticky note to bring it back inside. Everything. I just feel like emphasizing every single name here. It just comes out a little bit better. Green sticky note. Now what can he do? Looks to bring it past Oibra with the save. In the way. Yugi. Now the only boy. Had a teammate there behind him. The poker face. What can he look to do? I can just imagine him with some shades on. Trying to sell the dummy. There's the only boy. Yugi. The green sticky note. Also combining the only boy. In the corner there. The poker face. These names right now, they're getting at me. They're totally getting at me, Rankies.
The only one boy has to be the best name on the field at the moment, I think.
Yeah.
The Oibra is making me think of Marcus Dibbles. Daddy, bruh.
I feel like getting super bogan with the Oibra. Like I feel like going full Australian accent, like just putting the full bogan Australian accent on.
How would you?
Gotta keep it clean though. Gotta keep it clean. Oh, that is off the crossbar, and he couldn't put it down. You unlucky.
Poker face guy, steadfast in defense. Could get a goal himself now. A green sticky note over the top. But tell you what, Bizer, what accent do you think would be best suited to saying the only one boy?
High pitched. It'd have to be like the Pinocchio accent.
Pinocchio voice, the only one boy.
Yeah, the only one boy.
I'm a real boy.
I'm a real boy!
Oh, Oibra! Puts in the finger! Zebra!
10 seconds left as well. That's a game secure goal if I've ever seen one.
This is dangerous coming in from the defense from Gilroy. They really couldn't really do that. He had to bring that back down and put it back out to the corner. And then flick it down the field to try and tie up the game, and unfortunately takes it back in front of his goal, and that's probably what defeats him. Boston needs to try and convert this, but unlucky Yugi will have a chance with Darwin. They'll pick up their first game here and put themselves in the favour to try and take it out in the second.
There we go, poker face guy, Oibra, and the only one boy. Game one under the belts as we get readied up. Gilroy Catholic College. And as I said, Bizer, they're the ones that have something to prove. They wanted to be casted. They've got what they wished for, and we'll see what they can bring to the table. I'm gonna take a look at the bracket, because I believe most of the round two should be finished. And wow,
I'll tell you what, I'm certainly impressed by both of these teams with their names. Like, this is the most impressive game I've had for names. Oibra, poker face guy, the only one boy, green sticky note, Yugi, I'm a boss and beast. Like,
bossish beast. That's the hardest one to say.
I'm a boshish. I can't even say it. Like, I just get lost in it. I got to listen to something.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got me.
Hang on, Bizer.
I'm a bossish beast. Yep. got me.
That was pretty good, actually. If you take a look at the bracket, round 2, and a game that we were interested to watch, match 18, Southern River College Smile Junior and Caringbah High School, which is the other new team that signed up for today. Caringbah 2-0'd Smile Junior.
Oh, there you go, Smile Junior.
And if I'm not, I don't remember. So yeah, Caringbah, as you said.
Caringbah was Tattagane.
Yeah, Tattagane or Tattagane. I don't know how to say his name.
Oh,
Scrifter.
Sorry. You're right. It's Tattagane.
Tattagane, Scrifter, Locktech, and 5 Squid. We're not sure which of those 4 is the sub, but Tattagane is another pretty good player. So
Rip Smiths. There you go.
I wonder if
I had Omega in my chat last night. Like I was doing a bit of late night stream, and I had I had Omega in my stream last night. Hey guys, I got a dilemma, Bizer. I've got a really good friend who's having 18th next week, and I'm split wherever I want to go to Hybrid World Adelaide or go to my friend's 18th. And I go, man, don't get ahead of yourself yet. You haven't even made qualification.
Yeah.
You got to make it first, Omega.
Well, I guess he's going to his 18th friend's 18th birthday now.
Well, you're going to your friend's 18th birthday, brother. So you should make it. You got to qualify first, Omega. So he's probably listening to chat going, Bizer.
Unless he lives in Adelaide. And
no, he lives in Perth, so...
Oh, he does?
Yeah,
Okay.
he lives here, man.
I thought maybe he was...
He's part of Team Smile. Junior.
Smile, yeah.
Smile Junior.
I wonder if... I don't know where they're from. But I wonder if... Because Omega did say yesterday that Smith would be playing today. I wonder if he did end up playing.
I think he did. I saw him playing. Hold up. Yeah, lost. I asked him and he said, yeah, he's lost. So... I'm gonna write to him. That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, you can follow up that story, and I'll keep on covering the game here because so far it's still 0-0 for both sides.
Wildlife.
Gilroy. See if they can pick up the first goal in this game would be really beneficial for them up against Darwin. Bossish beats with the dribble, takes it side field, grabs the full boost, not being challenged yet. He's free ball into the corner, can make the pass across. Green sticky note off that post. So close yet so far at the same time. Pokerface guy downfield. Yugi looking to clear. It's going to touch the ceiling. Jumps off, doesn't make the connection. And the only one boy almost gets the shot through, but Bossish Beast sitting in the back of the net. Good presence of mind to be defending. This is a touch forward. Yugi trying to challenge. Doesn't quite get the touch. Oh, never mind. He does get the touch over. It's off the post, though. Green sticky note looking to set up the pass. Yugi, can he find the angle? Yes, he can. And Gilroy Catholic College, they pick up the first goal in this game with just over half of the time remaining. And as I said, this is a huge benefit for them up against Darwin.
He did so much work, and I hate that the replay cuts off his flip to get it over the defense. It shows the end part of the ball going over and missing. But the first 10 seconds of the start of Yugi doing all the work there was brilliant. It just wasn't on target. However, they get the first here, Gilroy, and certainly I like the start they've got here.
There we go. We got someone in chat called Trash OCE Players Bizer. And he just said for that, he said, best goal yet, clip it. Mate, you should have been here yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? Da-da-da-da-da. That was the best goal of the entire qualifiers so far.
Yeah.
Who was it that scored that again?
Delusion. It was like, I'm a rap god.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. There was some good stuff happening yesterday. Don't you worry.
Definitely watch the VOD for Saturday's stream, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good one. Alrighty, green sticky note off the backboard. Should be a pass being made. Yuki runs into green sticky note. On green sticky note's attempt to flip out of the half. Should be a shot. No, green sticky note's put it way wide towards Pokerface guy and the only one boy. I wonder if there's the only one girl out there somewhere. Oh, the bounce shots!
Do you know
green
what?
Sticky note.
Perfect match.
Yeah, perfect match. The only one boy and the only one girl.
The TV sitcom comes back. The perfect match for Rocket League. and you just have the only one boy on it.
Look at his car though. He's got the pineapple with the tongue and the flaming marshmallow antenna. What is his boost?
Oh, please.
It's the white goo or something.
Oh, man.
He is the only one boy that would have a car like set up like that. The flaming marshmallow.
He's the perfect playboy. He's the Who Hefner of Rocket League, mate. Bossing beast right now. He's loving it. He's putting the 30 in, and all of a sudden, Gilroy, they're bringing this back here. The underage team of underage, they're certainly bringing this back, and Darwin, they're gonna challenge. We might see a game 3.
I just looked at the Trash OC players. He's loving it. Another good goal. This is intense. Minute remaining, 3-0. Most intense game we've seen, Bizer.
Yeah, but it's only round 2 as well, so we've got a round 3 semis and finals today. So plenty of action to be had by you guys. So stick around, don't go anywhere.
Alrighty, we'll see what happens. Will Gilroy keep extending the lead? Doesn't look like it. They might pick up a 4th. Who knows? Could see Darwin on the other end pick up a goal. It'd be nice for Darwin to get something in this game. They did take out game 1, so a win here for Gilroy will force the game 3. Poker-faced guy down the field, looking for the boost. I don't think he got it. I think Bossish beast. No, okay, poker-faced guy did get the boost. Only one boy just trying to interrupt this play. It needs to be back in defense. There's no man in the net. Green sticky note looking to make the pass down to Yugi. He's up there for it. Doesn't make the connection though. And then Bossish B's tagged up by Green sticky note. They're not going to find the goal. It should touch the ground. Never mind. It's on the curb. Could see the 0 hero. No, that one's surely. Yeah, that's no. The curb. OC keep you up, Spicer. It's still on the curb. Own goal. Come on, Yugi. You can do it.
Yes! Beauty! It's an own goal for Ultra Lights. And Pokerface guy sets it up. Yugi. Well, that's a Millennium Piece puzzle, if anything.
Go on, Gilroy. 4 goals, one of them the other way, but it was all scored by them. Yugi can be proud.
Hey, hold on. Does that take his goal away?
No.
That should deduct his goal. It shouldn't add to it.
Rocket League should have a feature like that, because you know how some first-person shooters, if you get a team kill, it puts you on, like, it takes a kill.
Zero.
If you're on 0, you get a -1.
Yeah, you're -1, mate, but he's on 1 goal, so it should be 0 for him for own goaling.
Yeah. All right.
Dirty play, Yugi. Dirty play. Take that goal away. You don't deserve it. Well, it's a 3-1 result. Darwin get a goal scored for him because it was an own goal scored by Yugi. However, it was set up by Pokerface guy, so he gave an opportunity for an own goal to be scored. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're going. We're having some fun here, and I think the guys are having some fun. That's the best thing about these school competitions. Not necessarily the best skill out there. They've seen the teams that have qualified. They know who's going through Adelaide, so at least they're having a crack today.
I'm sorry, Buzzer. Look at chat.
What's going on?
There's Trash OC players and Trash OC commentators in chat. That's the best Twitch name ever.
You notice one thing we shouldn't be doing, right? As commentators, they teach us never ever to be in Twitch chat while commentating. What's the one thing we're doing wrong right now, Rankies?
We're in Twitch chat. Depends on tournament. Nordic gaming, Nordic gaming like commentators be involved with. Vapor like it.
Yeah, look, I'm always in Twitch chat. I was even in Twitch chat yesterday for my APL finals casting, and I was only in there for like, okay, if anything gets light. Or there's a blowout of game, I'm going to Twitch chat for some entertainment. But if it's a crazy game, I ain't reading Twitch chat.
Well, look, Twitch chat is enlightening, man. Sometimes the content in Twitch chat is better than what's on the screen.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Sometimes. It's pretty rare, but sometimes.
Yeah, pretty rare, but Trash OC commentators. I'm just going to make a comment in there, and all I want is for Trash OC players and Trash OC commentators to follow me, and I'll love to see these guys come into my stream a little bit later.
I hardly stream, but give me a follow as well.
Yeah, that'll be absolutely epic. That'll be the funniest thing ever. just to see those two come in and start bantering it up in my stream. Anyways, let's get this going.
Green sticky note!
No, he's got it! The man that decides to call himself a piece of paper on the desk gets himself a goal.
A green piece of paper on the desk, Pfizer. Get it right.
Okay, fine.
It's got adhesive on the back of it, man.
It gets chromed on the goddamn screen. It's fantastic stuff.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yugi, can he find a second already off the kickoff? No, he gives it straight to the... Okay. So maybe Oibra is like best, worst. I don't know. I don't even know. Only one boy has scored the return goal. I'm struggling. Why did Yugi just shoot the ball straight towards Oibra in defense? That could have been such a better shot.
Well, tied up game. My question to you, mate, is we've seen both of these teams do a 3-1 in terms of both of these games. Who's going to get the third?
Well, we're tied up one apiece right now. And there's really no clear advantage going to either team yet.
Yeah, let's get serious for a minute.
I think for the sake of Gilroy Catholic College, they're the ones that wanted to be strained. I hope for their sake that they pick up the series here. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty embarrassing for them, I'd imagine.
Okay, Twitch chat. Now the question to you, since after rankings, is who do you think is going to win and progress into round 3? I want to know, seriously, who do you think is going to go? We've got 3 minutes remaining. It's a tied game right now. These guys are actually getting pretty serious.
Big flick out by Green Sticky Note. Almost finds that touch on towards goal. Oibra was defending. Seems like Oibra is just... He's permagoaling right now, I think. Or sort of. Like, he's hanging around that defensive goal box. Poker face guy over the top. We'll see Yugi. Drops that one down. No one there for the pass, though. So we're starting to see Gilroy play a little bit more passively. Circling around is the only one boy. Ends up working out as a pass backwards to Poker face guy. Challenges over the top from Gilroy. That was essentially a 1v3 pinch over the top, and somehow it's going to work out for Bossish Beast. Gets a free shot on net, but obviously saved out by Poker Face Guy. Looking to turn around. Only one boy comes screaming downfield, but doesn't find it over the top of the Gilroy Catholic College defenders. Green Sticky Note. No such luck, but we see Yugi goes for the bounce. It's going to be a little bit too high. Saved by the only one boy. Green Sticky Note. Bit of a boost thief there. The back passes aren't working out. They're going to be careful with these ones, Pfizer.
Oibra with the hold up and then in the middle. Yugi will send it forward. Look for that second touch. We'll get it backboard. Bossish Beast. Wanting another shot. Poker Face does as well as he possibly can. The only one boy downfield looking for this, the Sticky Note. And that's the Green Sticky Note. Yugi. Back to the middle. Beast with the shot downfield. Just wide off the backboard. Oibra misses the shot off side wall. Brought back in. Green Sticky Note. Gilroy looking and searching for this next shot on goal. Can't seem to get one step back inside. Poker Face Guy using the rear end of the card to block this one with the 50-50. Oibra just finding it seeming impossible to move that ball off the side wall. Now Poker Face Guy dangling that ball dangerously across his own back half. Now it comes out to the halfway mark. Oibra, sidewall touch. Yugi. Oibra there again. Green Sticky Note. And just waits here, 45 seconds. Neither of these teams right now, Rankies, are able to set up for the goals and suggests to me that it's going to be a mistake that causes an error. An error in defense with a mistake. That causes a goal, or are we going to get an overtime brilliance of a goal?
Look, I think it could be a mistake coming up right now, but no, never mind. Bossish Beast. I was hoping he'd prove it right and send that one through for top right, but way too high and wide. Green Sticky Note, though, off the ceiling. It bounces right for Bossish Beast, and there we go. The defender tries to clear, but Bossish Beast with the block. Relatively easy there for Bossish Beast. Relatively straightforward block. There we go with only 15 seconds left. Pressure is now on Darwin. I do feel sorry, Barza, for whichever team wins this, though, because guess who, of course, guess who they're moving on to face up against in round 3?
I'm not looking right now.
Nazareth Catholic College.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. And they did quite well yesterday. They didn't make it through yesterday, but
Oh, hold
Fire,
hold it.
tackle.
Oh! The only one boy! Have a look at that long tongue sticking out of the pineapple as he
On
celebrates.
0 seconds.
Bam! A zero-hero goal to tie up the game and go to overtime.
We got an overtime. Alrighty. So yeah, I was just looking at yesterday's bracket, and Nazareth Catholic College, they got eliminated by Only High School, the team that ended up winning yesterday in the semi-final. So yeah, like I said, the winner of this moving on to face up against a semi-final contending team, Nazareth Catholic College. Definitely going to be difficult, but you never know. Maybe they're having a bad day.
Golden point. Overtime period of game 3. Comes down to the wire, and these two teams. like we
Bossish
said,
beast.
Both of the games had a 3-1 result. So it comes down to this last point. Here's the boss.
Whoa!
Sending it over the top, and it's a big save that ends up putting it up on the backboard. And it's the only one boy that does it all, Rankies.
That's pretty close. A little bit harder of a hit there from Bossish Beast. Might have had it. Yugi was looking good as well. Everyone moving forward. Gets that pass out to green sticky note. Sets it high for Yugi, but no aerial coming through. They're leaving Yugi in defense. They're respecting the clear that could come out from Darwin. So safe but smart play at the same time from Gilroy. They just need to be accurate with the shots. Big booming pass onto the backboard. Green sticky note tries to wrap around the other side, but tackled out by the only one boy. Oibra in the Permagoli position. That's going to leave Poker Face Guy over the top. There was no challenge. Where was the challenge, Gilroy? Unfortunately, they have been knocked out in Game 3 up against Darwin High School. Oh yeah! And they move on to face up against Nazareth Catholic College.
Yeah, Poker Face Guy plays this, gets the bump, and then able to reset himself. And have a look at that tongue wagging. The only one boy. He is a happy man, and trust me, we'll find that only one girl someday for you, my friend. The Gilroy, the underage team, giggles. They will unlucky. They will come again another day, and maybe the next 2019 or whether HSEL run another competition this year. They'll come back. They'll come back and they'll play again. But as for that, there is no more qualifiers for these guys. What a competition to be played, and this is the closest series we've had all day.
Yeah, it's one of the closest series we've
had all qualifiers. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
I'm
Took the
glad
words
you
right out of my mouth,
sentiment.
Bizer.
Yeah, I'm glad you echoed my sentiment and what I was going to say as well. Frankies, love it.
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate. Sausage rolls. Beef pies. Yes, mate. Anyway, I'm getting distracted.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break.
Round 3 coming up next, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you know what? Trash OCE commentators, trash OCE players. We have it all right now in the qualifier number 4. It is getting epic. We're heading into the next round, which is going to be round number 3, I believe.
Yep. So we're halfway. We're halfway there after this semi-finals, and then the grand final.
Match number 25 coming up. It's going to be Wollonga taking on Caring Bar High School. We'll see you right after this break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the HSEL 2018 online qualifiers number 4, which means this is the last day you can qualify. My name is Spicer. Joining me is Rankies, and I said that so sarcastically because you don't have any more chances, guys. You can't register anymore.
Evil will laugh.
I hate, but I love being a villain sometimes, Rankies. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. What about you, Spicer?
We're having a funny but semi-serious day.
Yeah, I prefer the fun. I like it when it's more on the funny side. So.
Yeah, I think we're enjoying the last qualifier a little bit, and then at the start we're enjoying it. We're going to get a little serious when it comes to the later stages of the games here, because we'll start to get into a little bit more serious talent, and we do actually have a couple more of we're seeing Carrying Bar here, which is a new team, and they've got some serious talent. So. They're coming up against Wollonga, which also has some serious talent that we've seen before. So this is actually a bit of a more serious game here. So yeah, we're going to probably turn the dial down on a little bit of the jokes that we've been doing for the last couple games, and we'll get a little bit more serious and talk about this one.
Only a little bit, though.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit.
Look, we've just been informed that one of the players is AFK. So okay, never mind. They're all here. So it was a very short AFK. So while these players get jumped in, if you're only just joining us now and you haven't been following these qualifiers, we have 3 schools that have already made it through. So Peel High School, I don't remember all the players, but that's the team that Azora was on. They won the first qualifier. Qualifier number 2 was taken out by Kayama, so that's Jando, Foz, and Singe, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
Yesterday, Unley High School, that was Delusion's team. Can't remember the 2 teammates. I will check that right now because that's easy. That was with Josh Ortex and Bean Farmer.
Bang.
And right now, there are a couple teams that were... So Smile Junior, they got knocked out in the previous round up against one of the teams we're about to watch right now, which is Caring.
Feels bad, man, for Smiths being a Gfinity player out there. So it was highly recommended that he was going to be in there. And then you had your Hughes team that didn't even rock up today. And then you checked out...
yesterday.
You checked out if he was playing tonight, and it had League of Legends under his Discord. It's funny how Discord can show what game you're playing, and you're like, ha, 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 ha.
So I think I haven't heard... hang on. I'll check before I say this.
Who's he called out,
I have...
Exposed.
Yeah, okay, so he just messaged me like 20 minutes ago or so. So I have confirmation... his team just wasn't able to... Specifically said his team didn't want to play, so I guess they had other plans on the weekend. So they played last weekend. On day 1, the first Saturday, they got to the grand final. Day 2, they didn't quite make it that far, but they still got to the semi-final. They almost got there. So yeah, they were so close yet so far of getting through, but in the end, the two teams that we thought were most likely to be the 4th didn't make it through, and instead we've had new teams for yesterday and today sign up. One of them's gotten through already, which is Delusion, and you expect him to get through, obviously. And that was yesterday. It was just like, yeah, why not? I feel like going to Adelaide. I'll just jump on and play. And actually, I think he already lives in Adelaide. Yeah, he does.
All of them. His whole team. That's an Adelaide school. That one yesterday. So
they don't have far to travel.
That's like a win-win for HSEL. They're like, yes, we don't have to fly a team there. It's sick. Can we get another Adelaide team to go? It's like win-win at the end of the day.
I like how yesterday just seemed, no offense to the other schools, because, I mean, to be fair, Delusion is, as we were saying, he's in the 0.01% or whatever the ratio is. He's up there. He's a pro-level player. So you kind of expect him to just have an easy run through the tournament, which he did. He made it look relatively easy, and that's just, obviously everyone bow down to our glorious overlord Delusion, because he is far better at this game than any of us. Moving on, what teams do we have left, Bizer, that we think? So, Caring Bar, Darwin High Schools, they moved on to face up against Nazareth Catholic College right now. I think it is likely, I'm not going to put money on it, but I think it's likely we'll see a Caring Bar versus Nazareth semi-final.
Yeah, that's where this is likely going. So the top end of this bracket is where you want to be looking at. Caring Bar are pretty much...
I'll post the bracket in Twitch chat right now, so people can have a look.
Caring Bar are pretty much pen mark to go to land right now. This is what we're predicting. The bottom end of the bracket was pushed through to a lot of forfeits. The Red Baron, who plays in gold distance, the goldest distance. We'll have to look at that team and see who's playing that. That's probably who's going to be final. So we'll see what happens. Without further ado, we should just launch these guys in because you guys want to see some action. So we'll see some action regardless. Apart from that, you know, this is the first time you see Tadagane, and for almost. Okay, I didn't actually tell him, but you know what? That's cool. That's cool. I will remove my message saying ready to go. In fact, you know what? I'll just say it. Ready to go.
Well, Tadagane was in Twitch chat, so I think he must have just heard.
Yeah, you know what? That's cool.
Look,
I've been saying Tadagane wrong for about a year and a half. He finally corrected me and said, "Hey, Bias, it's this." I'm like, "Thank you for telling me, man. I've been asking for so long," and he finally corrects me.
Even after you heard me say it the different way as well.
Yeah, well, I thought you were saying it wrong, man. No.
Well, we asked.
I always say if I say a player's name incorrectly, it's up to the player to correct you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm going to say it the way it's pronounced. And as I said, Tadagane 1, 2, 3 picks up the first.
So this is another team that we've been following. Osric Barnacles, Lachlan Rules, and it's Pumbaa on the side of Willunga High School Rockets. They've been doing pretty well, but I'll tell you what, Buzz, as I said, I think Caringborough are going to have the win here. So this is a very unfortunate bracket for Willunga because this is a team that perhaps isn't quite up to that level, but still a team that I would have liked to have seen make it through to the finals at Adelaide. But yeah, I mean, they've got a tough game to make it there.
Yep. And 5 Squared, he's got some Rocket League experience as well. He's he's a big fan of Rocket League, follows up quite a bit of it, and he's got some teams under him as well. So, you know, he's certainly going to be.
What? Yeah, so he plays for teams, or he's an org owner?
He's an org owner.
Ooh,
it's called Shatter Esports. There's a shout out for him.
Wait, what is he? Like 17 years old, and
he's got teams.
Wow.
Yep.
There you go, up and coming. Trying to think of the
unbelievable.
I can't think of the right word.
He's in school, and he's got teams underneath him. Obviously, he's got another person who's older and running with him. But yeah, no, he's definitely a very clever kid.
I can't. There's a word that I'm trying to think of, and I don't even know the proper definition of it. But yeah. He's gonna be one of those
entrepreneur.
No, not an entrepreneur, but it's like someone who dominates, someone who dominates the market area.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, but he's definitely going to be up there in esports business. So, wishing the best of luck in this game.
Okay, well, the goal comes in here, and it's Pumbaa. And this is the thing is we can't count Willunga out because just remember, Lachlan Rules dominated. On the qualifier 2 and 3, like we saw how good he can potentially play, and we said it was up to Osric Barnacles and Pumbaa to really step up for Lachlan if they're actually going to have a really good series. But Tadagane is going to be one of those walls for his team.
There we go. Picks up a nice second goal as well. Slams that one along the ground. Alrighty-o. So, Willunga, they've already proved that they can pick up a goal. Be interesting to see how they play the rest of this series. It is only best of 3s. So we'll see what happens. Close one from Locktech Monster, but doesn't find it through. It's Pumbaa in the end that got that clearance out. Tadagane takes the dribble control. Gets around its Pumbaa. Wins the 50-50 as well on Osric Barnacles, but it's Lachlan Rules that comes through with the chip away. Locktech Monster going to receive a pass perhaps. He's moving forward into position. Tadagane sets it up really high, but it's not gone left field enough. And Lachlan Rules will get that clearance off the backboard. 5 squared now. Looking to just keep up the pressure. Lachlan Rules over the top. Tadagane trying to break it down, but Lachlan Rules still moving forward. There's the pinch out for now from 5 squared. So a bit of back and forth right now, Bizer.
Tycoon!
That's the word, Bizer.
A tycoon?
Yes! 5 squared could be an esports tycoon.
Like a Donald Trump, eh?
Yeah, a young esports tycoon.
All right. Donald Trump Jr. I like it. This one sent to the middle. Tadagane actually brings it back to him and off the side wall. And there's Osric Barnacles doing some damage. Ties up the game.
There we go. Well, I like Osric Barnacles, Bizer. All three of these guys on the Wollonga High School Rockets team, three names that we had never heard of up until we started commentating these HSEL online qualifiers. And so far, this is one of the teams that is yet to get through, but has still been impressing us.
Every time we see them on the qualifiers, they get better and better and better. And
they're an entertaining team to watch as well.
Actually, I 100% agree. I wouldn't deny that at all.
Alrighty, Tadagane. Good pass, but Loctec Monster not quite there. Roderick Barnacle's able to break it down off the ceiling now. Sends it across. Again, I feel like both teams, more so Wollonga High School, playing a little bit safer. But I think both teams are playing safer than they could be. Tadagane is not going to finish that one, but Loctec Monster. It was a close attempt from Tadagane.
It was too far away to get this reset flip down because he's off the ceiling and then he's coming down. He's boosted away. He didn't have enough boost to finish it.
Down.
Yeah. Now he had to get underneath for the scoop and then flip towards, and he didn't have enough to get down to it. So unfortunate, but he had his teammate there to help him out, and they will retake the lead here. Wollonga have to force another goal to tie this back up. The sense right now that it's just a little bit too far from him.
That could drop down. Loctec Monster off that crossbar, and there's the finish from 5 squared. I'm just trying to think about the previous goal that we saw. Tadagane almost scoring, ended up being the Loctec Monster to finish that one. Something different that Tadagane could have tried for as well is just a ground pinch. Instead of going for the flip, just keep boosting down with the ball and pinch it right in front of the net and just slam it in. A bit of a goop. Shout out to Express.
It's a hard one to execute, especially with the players all there, and you have another teammate coming through. It could be an awkward position. Osric Barnacles trying for a ball movement, but loses the ball as well, and the pace just slows down as it was on the floor. It does get cleared, 5 square, launches it downfield. Didn't have the carry in a position to go with the ball. Deflection comes along. Tadagane up into the position of striker in the air and puts in the 5th. And now they're running away with it here, Caringbah.
We'll take a look at Lachlan Rule's perspective because he was almost in a position to make the save. He had enough boost to make the save. He stopped using his boost. Had he used about 10 more and double jumped just a little bit earlier than he did, he could have had that save. So definitely something that Lachlan Rules can work on there. Is just judging the angles. Tadagane's shot wasn't quite up to standard, but he gets away with it regardless. 25 seconds remaining. It's a triple touch in the corner from Tadagane and then cleared out by Osric Barnacles. This one floating across. Loctec Monster just gets it over the top of Pumba. Lachlan Rules. Looking for the corner, doesn't catch the curb, so easy enough for Loctec Monster to keep up with that ball and get the clearance out. And with the seconds ticking down, 3-goal lead for the side of Caringbah. And they are going to take out this game.
Yep, first game of the series. It is the best of 3, so a chance for Wollonga to bring themselves back. It was competitive in the first half, but then the later stages as Wollonga weren't able to hold the rampant Caringbah, and that's sort of what it suggests. Tadagane and 5 square. I know the capabilities of what they can bring.
Tadagane.
Sorry. Old habits die hard. Tadagane, thank you for correcting me. Loctec Monster, interesting to see what he brings to the table and how much more he can go. Osric Barnacles and Lachlan Rules, they will have to step up a little more, and Pumba as well. But it's good to see that they are scoring against the Caringbah side. The second game, they're going to have to take it to the next level. And I think they do have that in the tank. I think they can do that. We've seen better from these guys.
I agree. I think they're capable of it. At the same time, Caringbah, they've still got plenty of juice in the tank, and they could easily ramp it up from what we've been shown by them so far as well. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out.
And also, 5 Square's ping is going absolutely animalistic right now.
I was going to say that.
They might let the ping try and settle before they join in the next match. So it all depends when they want to join. So
might even need like a game restart, or worst case scenario, even like a modem restart or something. They're jumping in right now, so
his ping seems to be alright.
Seems to be better. Hopefully it stays down there.
It's okay. So
who was it? It was Loctec Monster, right?
No, it was 5 Square.
Now Lachlan Rules he jumped up to 100 and back down to 44.
A little bit of packet. Perhaps. Game number 2 right now, Wollonga need to fight back to go to game 3. Last series we had Guru and Darwin fight to the death and OT in the 3rd. So the question is whether Wollonga can do the same against Caringbah, which we're predicting to go to the final and be the last team to qualify for Hybrid World Adelaide. We'll see what will happen here, Rankies.
Tattagano was trying to get that read with it's kind of like a waterfall, but floated out a little bit more. Lachlan Rules now going for a bit of a ground pinch, trying to slow it down for a back pass, but no such Loctec Monster now. Flies right underneath that ball. Aldrich Barnacles plays it around the side of the Loctec Monster over the top of Tattagano now. We'll get the clearance out though, so almost the first minute expired in this game, and a bit of pressure from Wollonga High School Team Rockets up against Caringbah High School. They don't have their own little fancy team name. They are just Caringbah Plaza.
They'll probably come up with a name soon. Let us know.
Yeah. Well, if they come, maybe one of them's still listening to the stream. Maybe they can come up with a team name and let us know. I don't know. This is game 2. I mean, if they win this, it's already over. So they can tell us then. Oh no, Tattagano.
That is not a good result for Wollonga. 2 of them, one, there's the goalkeeper already here, which is Pumba, and Osric Barnacles denies them. Literally just bumps him out of the way, which denies any save. That one hurts.
Yeah, that's an easy goal for Tattagano there. Probably one of the easiest he's seen. Unfortunate clear from Pumba. You could see what he was trying to do, but flipped a little bit. You know, the ball caught the backside of his car, and all it did was just stop it right in its tracks. So he set one up for Lachlan Rules. Again, that Wollonga High School maybe need to practice on their hits, because I don't know what's happened, but all of a sudden all they can manage to do is just stop the ball dead in its tracks and slow down the momentum. And obviously, from what we've seen from Caringbah right now, and in the last game, they're easily going to be able to take advantage of that. Another nice goal of Tattagano, using the defender to his advantage here.
He pops this up and gets the touch, and then he sees where the defender is and just plays it towards where the save line is. Yeah, just a really, really good move in the end from Tattagano. And it seems like an Adelaide that is putting the pressure forward, really causing the mistakes to happen at the moment. Wollonga really need to set up the defense, get that going first, and then create and move forward from there. Osric Barnacles looking for his teammate Lachlan Rules. And one thing I haven't seen from Lachlan is really the strength that we saw from the other ODCs, where he was able to get forward and create and really take apart his opponent's defense. Haven't seen that so far.
All 3 fully committed from the side of Caringbah though, so Wollonga, if they're quick down, then never mind, they're already back in defense. Wollonga, I mean, they really need to work on their speed, ball control. Considering from what we saw, especially from your previous qualifiers and even just the last game, something drastic has changed in the last 5 minutes, Plaza. Yet another goal from Tattagano as well, so 3-0 now. A lot of work for Wollonga to try and bring this one back. 2 minutes 12 seconds remain. 3 goals. I'm starting to change my mind, Baza. We both agreed earlier on that it's still, we felt possible for Wollonga, but like I said, you know, in these past 5 minutes, something drastic has changed, and I'm starting to think that Caringbah have this series wrapped up.
It's not over yet. 2 minutes remaining, and Tattagano, well, maybe they're just taking it easy and assessing their opponent, seeing what was what. At the moment, nothing's contested. Everything was reactional from Wollonga. Here's the thing, a lot of backboard possession has been left alone, and the contention off the kickoffs seems to be too easy right now. Everything's been given to Caringbah. This one is going to flow backboard win, and Loctec Monster will put in the 5th. 5 unanswered goals, under 2 minutes remaining. It just seems to be a Caringbah world.
Yeah, Pumba again could have saved that one, just way too slow to react, it seems. Bit unfortunate. We'll look to see Lachlan Rules go for the kickoff up against Tattagano. Tattagano's won that kickoff, but I'm going to get that shot through. Defense coming through there on the side of Wollonga. Baldrick Barnacles tackled out. Tadagane, the only one left to try and get a touch on the ball here. Beaten out by Aldrich Barnacles. Gets a nice pass across as well. Lachlan Rules is there, but flies underneath the ball, fortunately. So we'll look to see.
He's stuck in the goal and he hasn't moved.
We'll look to see Willunga reset, but okay. Lachlan Rules stuck with no boost. He's doing some interesting backflips backwards into his own half.
Has he broken something?
I think he was trying to wave dash, like backwards wave dash. They might pick up a goal. Never mind, Tadagane, the save. Lachlan Rules was taking the opportunity to practice his backwards wave dashes on the way back, and he ended up getting one or two of them. So,
okay, so he knows the series is done, so he's just practicing on stuff. Okay, all right, no worries.
Alrighty, so really at this stage we're just waiting for the seconds to tick down, because I really don't see Willunga High School Rockets able to find 5 goals. Not up against this team anyway, with these seconds left. I think Caringbo would have to just drop their controllers.
Yeah, well, Lachlan Rules has already conceded the fact that, his rotation effort to go back to his back line, or even to send it to cut back in, he just stopped. Didn't really give a care in the world. Especially backflipping, wave dash, backflipping. Yeah, okay. It seemed to be that. Anyway, it's the last seconds ticking down here, and we're going to see a progression here for Caringbah High School, as what we thought was going to happen. But yeah, I thought this game was going to be a little bit different, where we're going to see more competitive stake from Willunga, but no, they completely capitulated on this game and let it go. A little too easy.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I feel like, I don't know if maybe it was an aspect of bad sportsmanship to give up when there's still better half of a minute left, but I do understand where they're coming from, because you take a look at Caringbah and they, to be fair to Caringbah, we're clearly the stronger team here, particularly with Tadagane on the side.
Yeah.
And look, five squared and Loctec Monster, they did a great job. They weren't fantastic in this game. I don't think they really had the opportunity to be fantastic in this game. In the previous game, they're certainly involved a lot more. Look, commiserations to Willunga. It's unfortunate. As I said earlier on, I did enjoy watching them yesterday and the previous weekend as well. Something clearly changed for them today. Maybe they had something else on their mind. Could be a multitude of things. Obviously, these guys, it's a high school tournament, so we're not here to expect the most glorious grand champion, top 500 level players out of these guys. We are here just to see the fun games, and obviously, I mean, it's just a simple fact that the better teams are going to make it through. And so again, if you're new here and you're not aware of which schools have made it through, last weekend we saw Peel High School and Kiama High School make it through on the Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday we saw Unley High School, and today it's a difficult one to call. This semi-final coming up next, with Caringbah just moving on, they'll be facing up against Nazareth Catholic College. So that's something that Baza and I, we did a prediction, Baza. And then the second semi-final is Goldest Distance versus the Red Baron. So this is going to be interesting, right?
Yeah. So
Goldest Distance haven't played a single game yet.
Rocky Beast, Affy Z, and Kyle JW with Rango Lover and Jim Bob Lazar.
Yeah.
So that's St. Helena Secondary College.
Yeah, and I'll paste the I don't know if people still have it.
Who's the Red Baron? And that's St. Michael's College that I haven't seen either. We haven't seen any of these guys before. So
no.
Nehemiah Envy Sipper? I don't even know, man. MMM Skits and the Golden Code Stoyer. I'm scared. I'm scared for these names. Okay.
So hang on. We've just received word from Airy, one of the tournament admins. I want to finish the point I was making first, though. So I've posted the bracket in the Twitch chat. If you have a look, the only games that actually got played were match 14, 15, and 16, other than the one we streamed, which was match 13, I believe. Yeah, 13. So there you go. The bottom 4 games in round one, we're told, we don't know, but we're told that those were the only teams that actually checked in. So Goldest Distance, through just 50-50 luck, so round one, they were versing TLC RLA. Neither of them checked in. Goldest Distance were awarded the win. Same thing in round two up against Canning Vale. They didn't check in. Goldest Distance awarded the win. Same thing in round three up against Marriotttville RLB. Neither team checked in. Goldest Distance got the 50-50 lucky win. They've been put through into the semi-final. Red Baron played all of their games. They got 2 victories in all their games. Goldest Distance got to the semi-final by DQs, and they haven't checked in. So Red Baron have a free grand final entry. Goldest Distance, well, okay. Look, sometimes it happens, guys. It is the weekend. These are, teenagers. They're probably out with friends doing something else. Perhaps didn't feel confident enough to play. So we are going to see the Red Baron, who, out of the 4 games they had to play, they've played 3 of them. They got a free bye in the semi-final. Either Caringbah or Nazareth Catholic College, which is going to have to be the game that we stream next, are going to move up against the Red Baron. We're yet to see Red Baron. We don't know how good they are, but previously they haven't had that good of a run. So it is more than likely going to be either Caringbah or Nazareth Catholic College that win today.
Yeah, look, we're going to put it down to this. The next game is going to be potentially the decider who goes through to the hybrid world, Adelaide. It is a semi-final best of 3. I feel like this potentially should be a best of 5, and the next one a best of 3. Just I feel like changing it up like that, but to give the best chance for the next slot. But no, it has to be a best of 3 for the semi and a best of 5 for the final. That's the way this goes down. We'll see how we go. We could just literally set this up and continue talking. But, if you want to keep on keeping on, and we'll jump straight into the game. Katori, you need to do that without showing everyone what's what. Oh well.
Did he just show the?
Yeah, he did. Oh well. Alright, or remake Katori and do a different password, man. Oh, that's epic.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for the stream to guess that, considering the username and the password were the exact same length, that Kotori probably decided to use, just for ease of typing, the username as the password. But there we go, it's been changed up.
Yep. So do something.
The admins will get
do something
the
completely
details.
different, my friend.
He has. The admins will give the details to the players.
Yep.
We're not going to be trolled by chat.
Because chat are funny.
Yeah. Well, to be fair to chat, they didn't try trolling us, or at least they didn't have time to try trolling us.
But do you know what? School kids are funny. They will do whatever it takes to get in here and cause havoc. Absolute havoc. So we're going to jump into the next game without a break and go for more havoc. Why not? Why the heck not? Let's not have a break. Let's just continue to keep smashing them out.
Alrighty.
Because we're solid like that, aren't we?
Yeah. So it is going to be best of 3 here?
Oh yeah, best of 3.
Alrighty. We're going with best of 3, unless we're told otherwise. And the grand finals, I think... Have we done all of the grand finals best of 5? The original plan was to do them best of 3s, but because we had time... Because we had time, we've decided to do the grand finals for these as best of 5s, and it looks like we're definitely going to have time to do that as long as both teams agree to it. As long as Red Baron don't get bored and leave because they don't have to play their semi-final, they're just waiting for the winner of this game. But obviously, if both teams agree if both grand finalist teams agree to best of 5 or something like that, then that's what we'll go with. Because this is scheduled to run until, obviously we're allowed to finish before then, but it is scheduled to run until 4 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Even if we have like Peel High School or Kiama around, we could even get a feature match in. Like that's the way we're going right now. We got time to fit in feature matches. Let's feature our guys online.
It wouldn't surprise me if any of them are not available.
No.
No, it's unlikely.
I know Unley High School will be unavailable because Delusion will be at Gfinity today. And yeah, his team at Gfinity were unavailable to actually. What am I saying? Unavailable. They actually didn't win the Gfinity games, so congratulations to Ground Zero, Delusion's team. But that
also known as Legacy outside of Gfin.
Outside of that, Casters versus Stream. What, a 2v2? Yeah, we could do that, Eric. You wouldn't survive, man. Yeah, you wouldn't survive.
What is he saying? Us versus them?
Yeah, who's the Stream?
Maybe he means the viewers.
Oh, you mean the viewers? Oh, get 2 viewers versus the casters. Nah,
they'd win. You don't want to play with me, Buzzer. One-handed on keyboard, I can't do anything.
Are you Rankies? Bring it. Yeah,
bring what?
I'm keen. I'm keen. Right, let's bring this back. Bring back the screen. We're still here, chat. We're still here. Let's bring this back. Bring back the game screen, chat.
It looks like we got everyone in here ready to go. So
Yep. So we're gonna bring back the screen. We don't need to. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful.
If Tadagane is still listening to the stream, I'm sure he'll jump in, and that'll cue the other players to jump in, as long as they're all ready. The admins will probably check first.
Okay, all right. So we have Caringbah High School taking on Nazareth in our first semi-final of the day. The second semi-final of the day is not going to happen. So everyone jumping in. I'm going to say ready to go. So the boys jumping on the sides. 5 square, Locktech Monster and Tadagane for Caringbah, and Nazareth, Classified Dragon and Makaj.
So these guys spoke to Makaj, who's their, at least for this tournament, elected captain. And I asked him, what's the deal with Envy? And he said it's a team that they literally formed on Friday. And they plan on sticking together as a team after HSEL and playing under the name Envy. And they didn't do too bad yesterday. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm just checking the bracket from here. So yeah, Unley High School ended up taking these guys out. They're in exactly the same position as they were yesterday. Same top bracket semi-final. And we'll see what happens to them now. They're up against Caringbah, another team that is capable of beating them.
This would have been great if they were down in the bottom bracket. If they went through the bottom bracket, this would have been great. It's a great story for them. They would have been in the final. All this would have been great. This is what I mean. It's like sometimes I wish the brackets were seeded into the team strength of where they ended up off the last tournament.
Yeah, obviously the first one would be difficult because you can't judge the team strength at all. Obviously new schools have signed up for both today and yesterday, so it's difficult to judge them when there's no previous game history, and if the admins aren't aware of the players, which a lot of the players just aren't really that known in the scene, so it can be difficult. But yeah, unfortunately that's just how it goes. Sometimes there's nothing that can be done about it at all by anyone, and treat this essentially as this is a grand final worthy game. And yeah, Red Baron, they'll be waiting in the grand final for the winner of this, and that'll be the only blockade left for one of these teams to secure their ticket to Hybrid World Adelaide.
Good challenge at the moment. 2 minutes and no goals to be scored, and you get a sense that Caringbah right now just checking out Nazareth and seeing what they've got before they really start to put their attack on. It's a bit what they did in the first game in the last match as well. They didn't really step it up until the second half where they started to really push on, and especially in the second game, they really took it to them early. So Envy right now just holding their paces, and that was a scary moment in defense.
There we go. We'll see what happens. Mercage now in defense, looking to clear it out. It's a cross-field pass from Tadagane, picked up by no one except the defenders. Dragon and Classified working together now. Looking for a pass play. Dragon sees the opportunity for a shot, goes for far post, but it's wide. Can lead this one for Mercage, the team captain. Blocked out by Tadagane. 5 squared downfield. Doubt as a shot on target, but Classified there. Plenty of time to pick up the slow rollers towards net. Good pass across field from 5 squared, but no one there to pick it up. I expected Tadagane to be rotating through the midfield. He's on the right side now, looking for the tip across into the net, but Mercage with the clearance before Tadagane can get there. Everyone whiffs on the ball except 5 squared. Shoots for bottom right, but what a save from Classified. 5 squared did the right thing there. He wrong-footed Classified and everything, but a really great handbrake turn from Classified left him in just enough position to be able to get the save there.
Solid defense coming from Nazareth to start this game, and it's what they need to do to hold out carrying bar right now, is just hold that defense, and eventually big offensive line strikes will start to come off for them.
Mercage, great save back there. For some reason wasn't given credit for it. It's just a clear ball.
This is risky. That's a good backball clearance.
Let's see what happens on the rotations. Tadagane just trying to pick his right timing here off the backboard. Takes it to the right side. Helped out by 5 squared. Now Tadagane challenging Classified. This ball going centre. Last minute of the game, Bizer. Still 0-0. And that's a dangerous ball there. Here comes a shot from Classified, but saved from Tech Monster. This is a close game, Bizer.
Envy needs to get some high-end shots up to the upper 90, ready to test Carinbar's defense and see whether they can stretch him a little bit more. But like you said, intense game starting to pick up the last 40 seconds. Might see a overtime in this first. And saying that, Classified gets one for the halfway line and absolutely tests Carinbar's defense and cracks it. They get the first goal.
Yeah, look, unfortunately, they're both 5 squared and Tadagane in the exact same position on that right wing. Tech Monster had only just made it back to net, tried to rip the handbrake around and get in a position to be able to save that one, but Classified's shot flew true and it ends up going through. They've just asked for confirmation if it's a best of 3 or a best of 5, so I'm just going to let them know it is a best of 3 in the in-game chat there. There we go.
Played in a chance. Carinbar, they sent 2 at it. Defense momentarily out of place. This gives Mercage a chance. He's flying, and that's on target. Big save from 5 square. Covers the edge of the goal. Classified putting more pressure on here, not allowing any quick rebound to go on his defense as Classified dribbles back from Mercage. He centers this up. No one there to strike. Tadagane not allowing anything quick to come back, but Nazareth, they did enough there to hold out this first game, and it was all about just countering that early game pressure that Carinbar can bring, and they did that well. They start with the first.
Absolutely. Nazareth looking pretty good up against Carinbar. Seems like they're pretty keen to get right underway with it. It'd be nice to be able to make this a best of 5 because I feel like both teams deserve it, but it wouldn't be fair to every other team that has played every other day, got to a semi-final and had to play a best of 3. We have to keep it fair and even for all the teams here.
That's exactly right.
It is going to be a best of 3. The teams are aware. Well, they should be aware as long as they saw me type it in chat when they asked. But yes.
That's right. It's why it's so important, Rankies, to, it's such a grind in the first game. If you don't get the scores early on, that if you grind it down to the last minute, getting that first goal in the very last minute, it's actually a really impact goal. If you find it hard to score, that is a relief when you do get that goal, because you may not find another in the game. So it was very well done by Classified to get that midfield goal when he did get it. So big work to be done by Carinbar. They need to see if they can score first here. And you think Tadagane, so much skill, mechanical skill from this guy. He certainly will be searching for the first.
Absolutely. We'll see what he can pull out with his 2 teammates here, 5 squared and Tech Monster. So far in the previous series we saw with these guys, they did pretty well. Particularly 5 squared moving forward in the offense with Tadagane. and Loctec Monster, he took more of that midfield rotation role. He was getting the nice through balls forward to the offense, but also playing very key role in defense too. This time it looks like he's getting a little bit more forward and involved in the offense. So we'll see if they try to change back to what they did in the previous series, because I feel that was working better for them than the tack that they've employed in this particular series. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see for the results, Buzzer.
It's ball out wide at the moment. Dragon got classified, ready to redirect. And one thing I really liked about that last game is when they had the defense, they played it up off the backboard, then had someone clear off the backboard and a redirection back down the midfield. And what I saw is super quick movements with the passing play. So MV have worked on the teamwork and making sure that they just have quick clearances and no easy ball work for the opposition to play on. So something that they want to make sure is not giving anything away to the opposition.
We just saw Loctec Monster have a nice dribble play downfield. It looked like he was going to cut the pass, saw the defender challenge him, so he faked. And it ended up rolling up the backboard, but off the back of that, it made it easy for the side of Nazareth to be able to clear that one out. So yeah, definitely Caringbah High School will need to pay attention to these offensive plays. That's an open net pretty much. Dragon only just turned around and Loctec Monster not there in time. They're all stuck in the midfield, Buzzer. Rotations are something that Caringbah really need to improve on now.
You can see that touch it was stuck in the middle of that ball, but he had a defensive player coming through and he actually passed it back out to the corner where his actual teammate was. So the communication right now for placement, it's kind of perfect with how they're communicating.
There we go, Nazareth Catholic College almost finding the first goal on this one, but a little bit too far over. Dragon looking to keep up the pressure. Pinches it and off of 5 squared there. Tadagane how do we get a touch? So Mercage will be able to feed it back into the half. Huge clear out by Tadagane, looking to keep up with it. Doesn't catch the bounce on the ground. And it's cleared out by Classified. Easy, slow save for him. Mercage turning around on this one. Just going to leave this for Classified. He whiffs, so now Mercage can go. That's a nice top shelf shot, but Tadagane good enough for the save there. Wants that boost, has to turn around and get this ball that was played by Dragon. Off the ceiling, looking for the flip. Does get it over the top, can play around the side of Dragon too. This is going to be a great pass to Loctec Monster. He's not up in the air in time though, so Mercage, easy save. Loctec Monster needed to jump up way sooner than he did. This should be the goal though. 5 squared gets the pinch to send it back across the other side, and Tadagane more than happy to finish that one off.
This started with a double commit on the far side, which caused 2 players to come across goal. And when that ball got moved to the right-hand side, you had that double player that moved across and then bumped each other as they come down and try and cut across when that ball came across the goal. And for that, the goal opened up. Tadagane had a free opportunity at the goal, and this one almost heading on for the equaliser. And now double commits coming on from Caringbah. The pressure's certainly on.
And Tadagane only just got that ball high enough onto his own backboard for that save. That was dangerous. Could have been the own goal. There's a pass from Mercage. Surprised he didn't go for the shot, but he did see Tadagane in that far post area, so he would have definitely been in a prime position for the save should the shot have come through. Tadagane somehow winning that challenge. Doesn't have a lot of boost, so he's picking up the 12 pads as much as he can. Here comes a shot from Loctec Monster, but blocked out by Dragon. 5 squared. Trying to do the same on the opposite side that he did previously. Classified giving him some trouble. Mercage doesn't get the ball. Tadagane with the backboard pass, but Dragon to clear. A lot of pressure onto the side of Nazareth Catholic College right now, and Caringbah. Finally the rotations have been sorted out by us, and we're starting to see the good old-fashioned aggressive plays we saw in the previous series.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of well-practiced plays coming out from Nazareth as the first couple minutes, but as the pressure is applied, it all gets thrown down the drain, and it's coming to a lot of reactive play, which seems to be in the favour for Caringbah High School, and they start to flourish under this, and they're really looking to set this game into their own. And right now, it's Tadagane. He's loving the air, cut off by Mercage.
Yeah, good play from Mercage. He absolutely needed to be up there to break that one down because Tadagane was flying true towards that ball. Would have been relatively easy for him to finish that one off. Dragon and Classified now. Dragon, perhaps a back pass. Classified sets it up for Mercage. He is flying. Wasn't on a position to have an angle for a shot, but they can play the backboard at least. There's the shot through from Mercage, and it's over the top. What has happened to the Caringbah High School defense with only 13 seconds left? This should not have gone in.
At this point, it comes off the backboard. It had to be cleared, and Tadagane was there and just misread that bounce.
They got tangled up
and moved it. I didn't see the tangle. It was off screen for the moment. They need to have a player's point of perspective, but they're back to the middle of the last 10 seconds, and it's going to come down to the last roll of the dice here, and we're going to move the ball forward in the perspective. Telegane, though, Futu in a dream. I think he's used a lot of boost here, and it's caught down, and Envy's work off the backboard. That's Nazareth has been fantastic so far. It's golden point here in game number 2. Caringbah, if they get this, they go to game 3. Nazareth, they get this, they put themselves into a grand final.
Absolutely well played from Classified earlier on there with that save on the 0-second mark. Absolutely key to keeping them in this and giving them a chance to go straight to the grand final. Fire squared, it's a good pass across. Telegane was playing wide. It was a good job he was because that pinch, but this leaves no one in defense. Classified is going to send Nazareth through to the grand final. And in a shocker, Caringbah High School have been eliminated.
This one's downfield and off it goes. No one's home to save, and it's such a crucial thing to have your defense set up. I say it time after time, don't get eager, don't send 3 players forward. You have to have your defense in place and rotations set up. And this is where it goes down for Caringbah. They get complacent. And unfortunately, the better team wins at the end of the day. I'll tell you what, Nazareth's
before you make that
off
point,
the backboard, yes.
I just want to say, I know that chat can't see the in-game chat. I just want to point out the good sportsmanship that's just come out from Caringbah. Both Lock Tech, Monster, and Fire Squared have said, great game, guys, and good luck in the finals. So, you know, they're not taking this loss harshly at all. They're respecting that, you know, Nazareth, I mean, particularly Classified. I'm surprised he's not top scoring there because he got a crucial save to keep it to go towards overtime, and he picked up the goal to end the overtime as well. So MVP absolutely deserving of Classified there, in my opinion. And yeah, good sportsmanship that came out from Caringbah.
Nazareth's backboard clearance work and also the team synergy and pass play got them over the line here. Caringbah have skill in Rocket League, and they're probably at a point where they are the better team. Well practiced and have more hours, I would say. But Nazareth, from the last time we saw her in the ODC to now, have improved out of sight. Like,
and they just played better on the day.
Envy. If they bring that into the next game and take that to LAN, that's a good chance to ruffle some feathers.
Yeah, could. You know, granted, with all the other teams, I think all the other teams that are already going to LAN definitely are going to be able to beat Nazareth. I mean, Unley High School in particular beat them yesterday, so that's already been proven. But again, as you said, they have improved since yesterday, so there is that possibility. If they can take out Caringbah, who's to say that they can't, as you said, ruffle some feathers on some of the other teams as well. But yeah, you know, sometimes I would agree with you and say that Caringbah is the more practiced and probably the more mechanically skilled team overall. However, the way that Rocket League works is it's just how the teams play on the day. And Nazareth have shown that they've definitely played better on the day, and they deserve this grand final.
Absolutely crazy stuff, ladies and gentlemen. We've been through 2 games without a break. We are going to take a break as we need to refresh, take a walk, get some food, some popcorn,
drinks,
whatever you guys do. We have one more game of the day, and, well, we have another hour left to broadcast, so maybe before we get into the final, we potentially might get maybe a viewer game in where we do casters versus players. We'll find out. We'll let you go. They'll probably be after the final, so maybe it's to let your hair down stuff because it's the last ODC, guys, so we'll find out by the admins, but if you want to potentially play the casters in a viewer match, that might be up. So, hey, don't go anywhere. It might be happening. We're going to take a break. We'll be back very, very soon with the grand final. Regardless, don't go anywhere.
was just to let you in. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Now I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. You were calling me liar, 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 liar. I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the putting in the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's grand final time. HSEL 2018 online qualifier number 4. The last one. We're going to do rankies of the online qualifiers, but hey, it's not all over because we find out who's the last team to go join Peel High School, Kiama High School, and Unley High School. And, well, we've got a Catholic College taking on what is the Red Baron, which I'll find out.
Find that out for you right now.
Oh, well, I was going to find that out, but let's find that out together. Let's Red Baron, is it Helena's? It's got to be her. It's a college. It's a St. Michael's College.
Yep.
So it's a C, not a CC, but it's a college, not a high school. So we're bucking the trend, man. There's no more high schools. It's a Catholic college, or it's a Saint college. I guess.
Which is probably still a Catholic college, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Let's find out who St. Michael is. Let's have a look. St. Michael.
St. Michael's College.
Oh, of course. It's Here we go. Here's the patron saint of warriors.
From Adelaide? We're a Catholic college from Adelaide. There you go. They get through. They don't have to fly either. So we'll have two schools from Adelaide. That'd be epic. That'd be absolutely epic. Regardless, Nazareth played an absolute blinder before. So I'll tell you what, the Red Barra, St. Michael's College, they're going to have a blinder of a game. This is a best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see what will happen between these two. Regardless, Rankies, we're having a bit of fun before, but we're getting down to the serious part of the competition.
2 Catholic colleges taking on each other. Very serious, Buzzer.
Yeah.
Who has who's... Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think is going to win this one?
I've got to go down with Nazareth.
Nazareth, yeah.
Nazareth, sorry. Did I say Nazareth? Nazareth. Just from what I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I believe we saw Red Baron play yesterday. I think.
Maybe?
No, I don't think so. Actually,
no.
I don't. Yeah, we haven't seen Red Baron play yet. So this is a hard one to call. We've seen Nazareth, but not Red Baron. So, I'm going to stay reserved, Bizer, and I'm going to hold my opinion for now.
No, I haven't seen him. Haven't seen him at all. You can read out the names.
Yeah. So we know Nazareth already. That they're the otherwise known as Team NB, Classified Dragon, and Macaj. We've got Eminem Skits, Narect, and Cathay, something like that.
Cathay.
Not sure if it may be a weird thing, like the C is silent. Who knows? If Twitch chat knows, they'll
The E.
I'm thinking it's. I think you pronounce the C. I'm gonna go with either Cathay or Cathay. It's something like that.
Cathay.
Does anyone in Twitch chat know? Can you tell us?
Man, I have no idea right now, but that's weird. And Eminem Skits. I think he's like, choose your poison. Which one do you want? You want Skits, like Skittles, or M&Ms? Oh, Eminem Skits. Eminem Skits. Oh, I don't get it these days. Can we pick an appropriate name like Bob or
Bob.
Trevor?
Yeah.
Bob, Trevor, or Troy? Like, we're good. Anyways, grand final time. Macaj got me the other day. I'm warming up to Macaj. I like it now. Dragon and Classified on Nazareth. Let's get into this game. A minute down, and they're having a bit of a battle at the moment, so at least it's a little bit entertaining, but it is the warm-up process, Rankies.
Absolutely. You said Bob, and now I've got an old Scrubs joke stuck in my head, so I just got to work through that first.
You're going to have to tell me it now.
Oh, you know the old TV show Scrubs, the hospital thing?
Yes.
JD needs to get, I think it's the blood test, and goes to the dude, and he's like, "Oh, call me Dr. Bob." He's like, "You go by your first name?" "Nope, first name's Fred." "Fred? Bob?"
You guys have to download all the seasons of Scrubs and watch it. It's epic.
I got the whole box set, man. I love that show.
Wow. We're
Collector's
showing our
edition.
age, ladies and gentlemen, and you guys are all young and yet to experience the world. Download. download the VODs of all the stuff that's been, been
download the
released.
things.
It's funny.
Pay for them
stuff.
legally, though.
Yeah. No, don't.
Hey,
You guys,
Bizer.
you guys are clever. You'll figure it out. Classified. No. Do it legally. We don't encourage illegal stuff. Classified in the meantime, and that was a good shot coming out as well. Not able to collect that ball. Not wrecked.
So close from Skits.
Trying to work that one. Skits a chance. And they're still trying to work the Sadi. The E. I'm going to ignore C. I'm thinking of C. Sadi. Kati. Kate.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do it. I'm going to type it in Google and see what Google says.
Yeah. But the Google's always wrong, though.
Shh.
The Google probably is the one that told you Tatagana is Tatagain.
You know what? I'm going to write that in and see what Google says as well.
Good idea. Classified. I'm going to make a breakdown field, but well, for now we're going with Kate, I think. Or Cathay. Pick your poison. Nah, wrecked. Blocked out by Classified. Macaj up against Kate.
Google had a fit.
It did? It didn't like it?
No, it's like
Oh, okay. Nah, wrecked.
cafe. It just says cafe.
Nah, wrecked again. That's Skits. Where is Cathay? There he is. I prefer Cathay or Cathay. I don't know if it's like the TH is a T or a
Google,
sound.
Google says tat again.
Okay, well, it's wrong. Told you.
Yeah.
Google's drunk. Go home, Google.
Damn it. At least I thought I was semi-right.
This is where you need like a Google Home or an Amazon Alexa, and you can just go, Alexa, how do you pronounce CTHAEH? And it would come back with and that's what we'd have to say.
So we've been told in Twitch chat it's Cathay.
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 Okay, Airy found it.
Yeah, Cathay. And then he's linked us
King
to...
Killer Wikia.
Yeah, Cathay.
The Cathay.
Well, why doesn't he write it out like that?
I was close. What was I saying? Cathay. I wasn't. Yeah, I was pretty close. I think I had it right. Speaking of, Skits gets a great pass to Cathay, shoots top right, but so close yet so far at the same time. Bounces out of that. Up in 90. Now wrecked. Down to Cathay. We might be seeing a 0-0 overtime here, Bizer, if there's no goal picked up right now. Oh, that's a great pass! With Skits, what are you doing? Take the shot! No! Nazareth, they get away with one in defense.
He was stuck in the wrong position to take the shot, so we couldn't get it done. And yes, first game OT. Skits here will be able to take a shot this time, though counted by Classified. All right. Ball sent far side, Macaj. Back to the middle again. Classified will meet this on the wall, 50-50. Sent to the backboard. Direct back to the hot zone. Dragon can't connect. Classified will wait to see where this ball goes. He sends this one out. Cave. Past them. Skits. Sends it back to the middle. Direct will go downfield. Classified, well, it wasn't there for his drop. He lets Macaj to go at it. He launches downfield, and this is a mistake by Calais. He'd be wishing he connected with that because it was a little too simple of a defensive mistake.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate there for Cathay. Here we go, first goal. Macaj picks it up with the long clear downfield. Judge would be proud. Clears on target. Alright, there we go. Horizons in chat says it's Singe all over again. Hang on. Singe has proper spelling, and it is S-I-N-G-E. Having a J at the end, it should be pronounced Sinjay. But he wants it to be pronounced Singe, so that's what we do.
Let me just Google that.
It'll probably say Singe. I think Google wouldn't know the difference.
I'm going to Google it. So
maybe more emphasis on the J, Singer.
let's see what. Yeah, no. Google says Singe. Google says
I'm just
singe.
saying though, Google it with the GE. That's the actual proper spelling of the word singe.
Okay.
Went on you to ready up, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, never mind. I think it's just
Yeah,
going to
no,
tick over.
and Google, if I go GE, Google says singe as well. So
Yeah.
Google does it with a J, and Google does it with a GE. So
Yeah, and with
regardless.
GE, that is an actual word, whereas with a J, it's not a word. I don't think.
Still pronounces it a singe, so
Oh yeah, still pronounces it singe, but
can't ignore it.
is it? It's actually a town in
mind you,
Croatia.
Yeah, that's it is. It gave me a map of Croatia. First thing came up was a map of Croatia. I was like, oh, okay. No
Hey,
worries.
wasn't it Croatia beat Russia in a penalty? I think they won 4-3 in the FIFA match.
Yeah, I'm not interested in soccer.
Go Croatia!
Mind
Poor
you, this
Russians, though.
Mind you, we're watching cars hit a ball, so I should really be semi-interested in
Soccer.
in a in the world game. But no, this is car soccer. Guys. Yep.
Yeah, I think Sweden playing England right now. They are. Maybe they're done already. But England should win.
England won. England won, man.
Hey.
I mean, 2-0.
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate. Let's go. Now Rex forward for his team, and the Red Baron would like to get on the board after making a bit of a mistake in overtime. That one would have hurt them.
Oh! Oh, what a save, Skits!
Big save. Big save by Skits and Makash. Oh, another one, and Rek this time on the board for his save. So 2 epic saves for the Red Baron.
Makash can't buy a goal. 2 bangers on target. And Skits and Narect.
I've got a question for you. How much money will he need to buy a goal with?
No, I don't know. $10.
Oh, well.
Not much.
That's a lot of money these days for the allowances for the teenagers. You know that.
Yeah, man. I was lucky to get a $2 coin. We had to beg for $2 to go buy lollies. And when I was a kid, lollies were already super jacked in price. Like, my mum used to do that. Back in my day, we could buy a whole bag of lollies for just 20 cents. Like, yeah, big deal, mum. Now it costs $1.50 for just a small one.
Yeah, you go to the supermarket, like playing cards, like the AFL playing cards was $5, man, and that was my pocket money. I'm like, I don't want to spend it. Too much money. Beg mum, like, can I do more jobs and to get another $5 note? Nah, you get $5. That's it. It was like, oh, well, screw this.
There's probably some younger people in chat, maybe still that, well, surely still the high school age, 16, 17-year-old kids in chat, maybe. Guys, can you tell us, like, I'm 25, and when I was a kid, like a decent-sized bag of lollies was like $2. Has the inflation of lollies continued? Does it cost like $5-10 for like a bag of lollies now?
I reckon it's about $10 for a bag of lollies now. It's disgusting.
It wouldn't surprise me. You're better off just buying a bag of CC's, corn chips, man.
Let's get back to the game. We're getting carried on. Makash right now is stuck in the goal. Is classified and Dragon. They're both flat. This means open goal. And certainly one. The Cafe. I'm just remembering his pronunciation
Cafe,
again.
yeah.
Yeah, going back to chat. It hasn't moved. So it's there for me. I'm going to write it down so I don't mess it up. Let's get that one right again, boys.
There we go. Narect. Field. It's the second touch. It's looking good, but Makash there for the save. This is once again a very close game, Bozza. Cathay, Skits, not able to find it through. Makash over to Dragon. And we've been messing around so much, I'm struggling to think. It was Nazareth, right, that won game 1? Or am I wrong?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So right now,
Mistake
the Red Baron.
by Cafe.
Yeah, that's
in
right.
goals.
Yeah. Or was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's Cafe. He missed the goal. He missed
I'm an
saving
idiot,
it.
Bozza.
No, you're not. You just had a brain fart. Okay. Classified in the meantime. Andrew takes it home, puts it in the burst.
There we go. Very nice stuff there for Classified. Just under 2 minutes remain, so this isn't a huge deal for the side of the Red Baron. They can still bring this one back, Bozza.
Yeah, it's only one goal, and like I said, time, plenty of it. Back into the middle, Skits. We'll get this ball one to him. No boost here, so looking for his teammate, although he takes it right wide and gives Makash a chance here, and he air dribbles as well. And he gets blocked out. Faye doing some work. Moved out. Narek. Skits. Can't get the redirection tight enough to bring it back inside of the corridor. Classified. Slightly bumped, but he will send us wide. And we look at Envy. They did have such an aggressive pass game in the last match. You had to really see that brought into this game. So maybe a little bit of pressure in this one.
Absolutely. And because I was so worried that I was wrong, but you were right. I just double-checked. Nazareth did take out game 1. So this is looking even better for Nazareth now with this 1 goal up. If they can hang on to the lead for just a minute, it really stacks on the pressure for the Red Baron. Although, it is a grand final best of 5 that we're playing, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so Nazareth need 2 more. Red Baron, this puts them in a much more comfortable position if we are doing best of 5s. So there we go, classified. Downfield, oh, so close. Mukaj had a lot of power to that, but just didn't get the redirection. It was a very slight touch. I'm surprised that he didn't put it on target. You have to get a very deft touch to not affect the ball's trajectory that much.
Skits. Capay actually misses the touch. He does play it back, and teammate missed the touch. Last 20, they need this last goal. Red Baron, can they get it? That's the question. Classified. Skits, now going forward. Need his teammate to be there for the touch, though. It's Envy. They had the free players all there ready to counter Narek going down, and he just gets bumped out of the way. Popped up by Makash, and he's just going to take the time away from the clock. Skits tries to get the ramp on the wing, but just fell short, and Nazareth will pick up the second, so it puts them in a favourable point, and it's now championship point for this online qualifier, and they're 1 game away from booking their place to Hybrid World Adelaide.
Absolutely, and on the back of that, Red Baron, they need a reverse sweep. 3 games back-to-back to take out Nazareth Catholic College, aka Team Envy. Definitely going to be a tough one, Blazer, with the way that we've seen Nazareth play. They've definitely proven they've got what it takes. I still think that, you know, moving through into the finals, they are probably going to be the team that is heavily the underdog at Hybrid World, should they make it there, which it's looking likely they will. And just while we get ready for this kickoff to get underway, just referring back to our Twitch chat, I asked earlier on that, like, you know, what's the price of a bag of lollies now? And Locktech Monster said $3 to $4. So inflation has gone. It's almost double what it was when, you know, about 10 years ago when I was buying lollies. Horizons, on the other hand, he says where I live it's like 50 cents for a handful. So that's a little bit better, but still, like, I mean, you know, when my mum was a kid, 50 cents was a big bag of lollies.
I think it depends where you go. Like, if you go to
in a city,
a convenience store or something.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. Like,
yeah. If you're in a rural area and you go to like a deli or a convenience store,
you're like, because they go and buy from a supermarket and they jack up the prices because it's a convenience store. We're like, oh, yeah. But yeah, then if you go,
that sound effect.
But if you go to a place that obviously goes to direct to a supplier, then obviously it's going to be cheaper. But who knows, man? Like, put it this way, guys, don't eat lollies. It's full of sugar and it ain't good for you.
It's bad for your teeth.
Bad for your teeth. It rots your teeth, okay?
Yeah, make sure eyes go square. Oh, hang on, that's playing Rocket League. Never mind.
Oh, wow. We're in the 3rd game right now, and we can't help but be adults because we are adults right now. Rankers, I actually found out your age for once. You're 25, and
you knew that. Maybe you forgot. It was a long time ago. I told you.
Yeah, well, I'm 28, so I'm an old bastard. I shouldn't swear. Wait, hold on. Is that a swear word? No.
It's sort of. It used to be, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. It's forgiven.
That's like my nana and pop think hell is a swear word. They're Christian though, so. Yeah,
let's, well, we've got 2 colleges on right now, so we really shouldn't be going down the line of it. So, anyways, first goal, Classified's going to start it, and Envy, good start for them.
Alrighty. It's a good angle for Classified to take there. Almost a little bit too high, but he had just enough of the back end of the Octane flipped over to control the ball low enough to make that 50-50 work just inside the goal. 2 minutes in, or not even that actually.
Oh, double touch. Oh, denied.
is looking good for Nazareth. They're comfortable, but like we said, the previous game, similar situation, but even more time for the Red Baron to try and figure out what's gone wrong and pick up a goal. So Nazareth, I think right now, they're desperately, well, not desperately, but eagerly rather, looking for that second goal, and they might get it now if Dragon can make the pinch pass off the backboard. Not quite, it's close. The Skits will now look to clear out. But yeah, as I was saying, Nazareth eagerly looking for a second goal to just make themselves really comfortable moving forward, give them that 1 goal buffer.
Skits off the side wall, flying for it, direct, but ball just linked a little too high for him. Couldn't get to it. McCage taking his time here. Dribbles past 1. Got 2 to contend with. Does get blocked and sent wide. Direct got a 50-50 to go. Dragon ends up getting the ball past. Direct redirect. This looks pretty good for the Red Baron, though it's sent wide. McCage, second effort, looking for the third. 50-50 plays inside. Classified will send it forward for Nazareth, and again, they're just baiting this time all the way down, and it's going to end up winning for them because they've got that lead in the goal as this one's sent forward direct. All they need is that lucky pinch to go in their favour, and they can tie the scoreline up.
Yeah, this is going to be a good pass though, but broken down by Classified off the backboard. So there's Cathay working backwards for Narect. Classified tried to pinch on the top of him, but didn't work out. Great pass from Cathay to Narect, and that's the shot through. There we go. That's what we were looking to see from the Red Baron. They put themselves back in this game.
Like you said, Cathay just getting that touchdown, and Narect, he's been looming in that forward 25 really dangerously, and that's what I like about him right now. He's getting freed up, and just little passes from his teammates to get him an opened up position is what needs to happen, and it's certainly there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we keep on neglecting every time Red Baron score. That's what we're saying. We keep on neglecting to say the school, which we probably should, because we're saying Nazareth Catholic College. Red Baron is St. Michael's College.
St. Michael's College. Yeah.
There we go. Skits has support here, but backed up a little bit. Here comes Cathay. Oh, don't tell me that goes in, though. McCage almost got wrong-footed, but he was just far back enough that he could backflip for that save. Narek shoots near post, almost gets the double touch, but Classified was covering it. And then Skits shoots high over Classified. Classified had no time to react to this. What a banger.
This is great pressure. Narek gets the second touch, and it puts everyone out of position. 2 are then stagnant on the line, so they can't cover a top end. There's no one moving, so there's no speed to go anywhere, and they're stagnant on the line. So you get anything going top end of the goal, and it's not savable.
Absolutely. Not unless you've got someone prepared to get up there for that. And yeah, as you said, Nazareth's just not in a position to be able to get on the back of that one for the save, although we'll see what happens moving forward. 50 seconds left. It's still possible for Nazareth to tie things up. McCage looking for the second touch. Won't beat Narek to it. Classified misses out of the corner, and then Narek makes a huge 50-50 work for his favour. But McCage and Dragon first to it. That's what you get when you double commit. One person beats you, and now it's Cathay and Skits looking for the open net. It's going to drop down, and Skits makes it 3-1 with only 30 seconds left. Red Baron now in a very prime position to pick up their first game of the series, and that's a good thing, Blazer. They need not only this game, but the next 2 after this back-to-back.
Skits could have gone up any time for this and gone up early as well, and probably even made a mess of putting this third goal in. But he took his time, knew where the defense was, waited for it to come down and secured the goal. Really liked it.
Made sure.
But back-to-back goals right now. They get themselves into the series, St. Michael College. That's what they needed to do. Classified. Well,
shot straight at the goalkeeper.
Right then and there to get themselves in it. And there's another chance, and he blocks it up. Classified, what a read. They're still in with a chance here, Amy.
He brings it back. He redeems himself after shooting straight at Skits, who was goalkeeper. Dragon tried going through. It was cleared out by Narek after the first initial blocking. Classified just denies Narek's clear and puts it straight back with the rebound into the back of the net. 14 seconds. 1 goal difference between these two teams. Nazareth, if they can take it to overtime, they'll look good to sweep this one. Otherwise, Red Baron, they might gain the confidence to do what it takes to bring out perhaps even another game after this one. It does look like it's going to be Red Baron, and there it is. It just doesn't catch the curb. And Red Baron, they pick up game 3. 2-1 series score in favour of Nazareth Catholic College still, aka Team Envy. But the Red Baron, St. Michael's College, they've done well so far, Bozza, and I feel like they definitely earned this game.
Yeah, they're welcome into the series now. They're finally woken up. They're shaking off a little bit of the rust, and they've come out of the cold into the cabin, got a bit warmed up, chucked on a couple of the sweaters, and they're ready to go, I think. Nazareth a little bit shaken. Let's see how they respond after this. They are on match point, so they're okay. They can let one go, but they don't want to get the second go until the fifth, because then that's when it gets a little bit nervous for them. They are playing for a spot at Hybrid World Adelaide, and I feel if St. Michael's get a bit of a run into the fourth, they might come home with the sale.
They could do. I mean, you got to think of it this way as well. St. Michael's, also the Red Baron, if they pick up the fourth game, then all of a sudden they have the momentum for winning 2 games in a row, and they at the same position with Nazareth need the third and final game to secure that. But as you would well agree, Biza, momentum in Rocket League is such a huge thing.
Yeah, especially with the high school lads. You're looking at an online thing in their minds. We're seeing it so much when they're at a point, they're losing, and they're losing badly. They just give up, and we've seen it in a couple of games before. I think it was with Lunga a little bit earlier. They were down 5 goals. One of the guys, I'm not going to name the name, he just started backflipping out and not rotating properly. That's a sign of, we're not going to win. They'll just give up. It's a sign of that.
Resignation.
Resign very quickly. St. Michael's College, they're not giving up until the very last moment. They're in with a chance. This is the point. They're in with a chance. They're going to continue to go into the very last moment.
Absolutely. And that's what makes Red Baron really stand out. I mean, Nazareth have done the same thing in the past as well. They've been in losing positions, and look at the way they're playing. They're still keeping 2 very aggressively forward and having that one sort of a defensive midfield position as that third rotation. We're not seeing either of these teams give up. They both want it just as much as each other. Remember, Red Baron, we can't praise them too much. They still need the next 2 games back-to-back, and that's a tough call, especially when Nazareth, they're very capable of punishing any mistake that they spot. We'll see Classified come over the top now. Wasn't able to find an angle for a shot. I don't think he got that boost either, so Narek gets a free ball out of the half. Dragon, corner, Narek will beat him to that. Merkaj up, a little bit too high. Narek gets the touch over the top, but sends it way wide, and Dragon now pinch out. We'll see Classified and Dragon move forward. Dragon goes underneath one, can't get it around Skits. Classified, chip up, looking for the backboard pass. It's a very slow one. Dragon can come through, somehow finds the angle for top left, and has post in Biza. What an angle from Dragon.
That is a hard angle to work around.
Very hard.
You're coming from the opposite direction, and then
that's more than 90
finds
degrees.
The angle. That's unbelievable work from Dragon, and that's something you don't see every day of the week.
Biza, I see pros struggle to do that. I see pros miss that that's more than a 90-degree angle. Granted, it was post and in, so the post helped out a little bit, but that's still impressive from Dragon. He should be very proud of that shot.
He's going to go back and clip that later. And he's going to, hey guys, look what I did. Proud moment for Dragon, and that will get his team in front right now. Nazareth taking the lead, and let's see what St. Michael's College can do in response. The Red Baron need to get themselves back in.
There we go. We just saw a good save earlier on from Classified as well, sweeping across the face of his net, and he's kept his team in it with that lead after Dragon picked up that goal. So we'll see Merkaj rotating around. Classified comes out. Dragon now comes through. Merkaj trying to challenge onto the wall. Should leave this for Classified. Classified does get the touch. Wraps around on the wall again, but that's a huge pickup from Cathay. Merkaj the first to it, finds the curb. Dragon looking to keep up with it in the midfield. Flicks over the top. Just Skits to beat now. Puts the shot on, but Skits tips it high and gets that save. Good job to Skits there. Now Cathay out of the half. Off the sidewall. It's not looking that promising. Merkaj and Classified covering the goal there. Merkaj now downfield. 2 minutes 15 remain, Biza. Still this 1-goal lead for Nazareth.
Some really great defending from both of these teams, and this is what really setting them apart from every other team we've seen today, is how much they attack and then the defending that's
open
going
net.
through. I was about to say, rotations have been great, apart from that last point where that expectation was abound there, but just didn't get it forward in the right place to score on.
Close from Dragon. He was trying to depossess Cathay. Narek, Merkaj has messed up in defense. The shot not on target, but Skits will come through and punish. I'm not sure what happened to Merkaj here. I'm going to take a look at this from his perspective. He flipped backwards and then just ran into his own post, and that messed him up. He couldn't recover in time, and Skits shoots far left post just to keep it away from him. Good placement from Skits.
St. Michael College sending 2 forward, getting really aggressive on that attack. Sometimes they can upset and get a quick rebound from Nazareth, but they weren't in position to clear, and for that, the Red Baron, they get themselves the first goal to tie this game up. Good response coming out, and it's the setting the tone. These two teams very aggressive on their attack.
Yeah. Well played in defense so far from Skids as well. He took that ball slowly towards the corner, used the camera, checked around, made sure that no one was challenging him, and went for the pinch out. That didn't work out for him, though, because he didn't manage to find it out of the half. Cathay now will, off the back of an RX feed, through ball towards him. Classified. Over the top, doesn't find it past an RX. Dragon, just going to leave this one for Macaj. Should be rotating around now. There's the waterfall pass down. Macaj doesn't get the pass left. Ends up going straight towards Skits. Cathay just jumping out of Skits' way. Narect. Too late to challenge, so he's going to have to go the backboard play. Doesn't connect on it, and the shot comes through from Dragon. Well blocked by Skits. That picks up his saviour badge. Cathay now with the clearance out. 45 seconds remaining. Everything all tied up at 1 goal apiece, ladies and gentlemen. If Red Baron managed to take the win out here, we go to that 5th and final game. Nazareth, they're fighting to win the grand final if they pick up a goal right now.
Maybe just the control they showed in the last game to knock out what would have been our favourites to progress aren't showing that, and they need to get that form back. The Red Baron, you know, what we didn't think would be favourites coming to this final, certainly showing a bit of fight and a bit of grunt.
There's the mistake.
Oh, and Nazareth almost gets it. Narek, rather. He almost had it. That could have gone in and could have been the game that sent it to the 5th. Still a chance, though. This will be put to the floor, and we're going an overtime golden point to decide it.
Red Baron could have ended that game. I keep on saying Red Baron. St. Michael's College could have ended that game then and there up against Nazareth Catholic College, aka Envy. That was a close one from Macaj as well. Nazareth has been quick to finish overtimes as well, so we have to see Skits, Narect and Cathay play pretty carefully moving forward. As I said, Bizer, a lot of overtimes will end in those first 30 seconds due to over-aggression. It's often the first mistake that finishes them. See what happens. Both of them starting to settle down a little bit, play a little bit more calm, collected, getting those pass plays. Still some awkward positioning from both teams, though.
Boost starting to be a little bit of an issue here as this ball's held up by Macaj. Carday into the middle. Dragon is bumped out of the way by Narect. Downfield, Macaj counters. Skits. Side wall. Carday comes through. Off the backboard. Macaj again into play. Skits. Very much everything being counted straight away. This one 50-50, Macaj into play. Narect just lets it go. They do not want to risk anything at the moment.
We saw a Fields backflip from Macaj earlier on, but somehow made the 50-50 pinch across the opposite side of the field. So slow defense right now from the Red Baron. Maybe that's the tactic because it's worked out. Skits post. Oh my goodness, almost inside edge and in, but not quite. They'll have to try again. Minute 30 expired in overtime right now. Classified. 50-50 works heavily in his favour. Doesn't quite find it up against Skits, and Narek stayed in position to be able to help him out. Macaj needs to clear over the top, but he doesn't. Narek gets a good pass to Skits.
What a save.
Well blocked by Macaj. As you said, picks up the save, and Dragon looks for the clearance out. There is a lot of pressure onto the Nazareth Catholic College net right now from St. Michael's.
And here's, the he's coming in, the defense. Have a look how many people come across here. 2, and then it's...
What a shot from Cathay.
Carday gets the angle, and there's 1 left in. 2 came out in the corner. St. Michael's College will pick up game number 4, and we're going to a 5th to decide it.
Just the way that he took that shot, he used the rollover to the side so that he made contact with the ball as it bounced on the ground with the top nose of his car, and it caused like a bit of a pinch off the ground to bounce over the top of the defender at quite a nice speed. There we go. It was, I think it was roughly 80 to 90 kilometres per hour. So, as you said, Red Baron, that's their second game in a row. Momentum, as I said earlier, is now in their favour as we head into game 5. This is going to be really tough for Nazareth.
They need to get the stability back. They have a passing game, a backboard strength, and if anything, a shooting game that seems to be stronger than any other in today's online qualifier, and it's just gone missing. It's something that they need to sort of focus on. They're playing to St. Michael's College game at the moment. They're letting them having a bit of an advantage. But do you know what? It's how you play in the game, and it's momentum that St. Michael's College may take in to this game 5 and get themselves a win.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, jumping into the final kickoff of the High School Esports League online qualifiers. This is for the last position to go to the LAN at Hybrid World Adelaide. And we'll see what happens. Very convincing kickoff from the Red Baron. Classified gets the save, but it leaves no one in the net. McCash not challenged though, so he's able to get this clearance out. So Nazareth, they get away with one in defense to begin with. Don't tell me they score off this as well. No. Again, this is a problem with Nazareth, particularly from Classified. There's been a few times that they've shot directly at the goalkeeper. They need to work on that shot accuracy.
Well, a whole lot of pressure, shots on goals and saves as well. Been put on in the opening 30 seconds. No scores, but certainly epic action in game number 5. Classified, another save coming in. Someone will be down. Classified just reverses straight into it. Just wants to relieve the pressure. He will clear the far side. Narek again working the pressure onto the defense. McCash sends it wide, follows up with a second. He needs some boost. He'll back out. Carde lets it go. Narek rotating through. Skits. Carde again into play. Classified for Envy. We'll send it downfield. Rotations just trying to settle down at the moment. The pace certainly frenetic.
There we go, McCash looking to read Skits. No, he'll back out. Dragon at a much better angle on that. And they can rotate through now. There comes McCash again. Put up high by Cathay. Looks to roll over on that one. Gets a touch almost around Classified, but good read from Classified along the ground. Just keeps this one out to the side field. Skits off the sidewall. Classified takes the chip. Just backflips there. Keeps himself in a position to be able to challenge the attack from the Red Baron. Dragon, that's a dangerous ball. McCash grounded. Classified has to go for that one. Luckily, no challenge from the Red Baron to pick up the goal there. That could have been the first one. Dragon now. Time. Cathay, perhaps faked out by the Dragon. We'll see Narek now. Over the top, Skits. Great save from Classified. That was looking promising for Skits. Well broken down. But it seems that Nazareth are having difficulty transitioning out of the midfield into offense.
You get this tight game as well where no one scores, no one drops down, and defense is not there to counter on the second one. It's Skits that'll come through and get the first. The Red Baron, aka St. Michael's College, will start with the first goal.
Cathay with that first pass across out of the corner. It was a close shot from Narek, but in the end it was a little bit too high. Skits that third rotation just to make sure that one goes in the back of the net. And just a lack of proper defense coming out from Nazareth. They got their rotations thrown out of sync. And they'll have to try and work extra hard to pick up this reply goal. Dragon almost depossessed by Cathay there, and the screamer into the top left from Skits. Red Baron, they are going to pull off the reverse sweep if they keep this up, Bizer.
MB was always known for clearing and having a solid defense, but it's gone missing in game number 5. And right now the reverse sweep element for the boys of St. Michael's College. You can see their team and their teacher right now celebrating in the background because coming down the halfway mark, they got a 2-goal lead.
Alrighty, here we go. Nazareth Classified. We needed to try and find that shot through. As I said earlier on, Bizer, you pointed out particularly at this level as well. Oh, I'm not going to see a third one from Skits there, but at this level, momentum is such a huge thing. If you were talking about the pro teams, usually they're pretty good at being able to mentally reset and just get it out of their heads and move on and just keep playing the game. But for the less practiced, players that aren't professionals that are being paid good money to play this game for basically the rest of their career, you do often see sometimes they find it difficult to get past that mental blockade that gets put up. Nazareth right now, they've got to try and overcome that. They've lost the past two games back to back. They were so close to finishing it off. They just needed one more, and they're letting it slip away from themselves. Red Baron, they need this last game as well, and they're 2 goals up to nil with a minute and a half remaining. Nazareth, come on guys, you got to get past that mental blockade. Put at least a goal in, give yourself some confidence.
A minute and 20. Dragon will save. They need to start getting the team play moving forward. If anything, probably sneak one forward and get a pass play redirection. Everything's counted at the moment. Skit sends it forward. McCash, he's the highlight player that we talk about, the impact star, and he's stuck in defense, saving everything. Dragon back as well. This comes down. Cafe, he's been good so far. He's up, pinches it into the wall, comes down classified. Left to do some work, up for the second effort. This will be hard to work. He does get the touch. Oh, he slips between two, and it goes. He finishes it as well. Classified with a big effort.
With 40 seconds left, you spoke about McCadge being the big key player for Nazareth, but Classified in the previous 2 games, and this one has done a lot of work, particularly in game 1 and 2, actually. He did a lot of work too. So Classified in this series has definitely stepped up his game. 40 seconds left. Nazareth Catholic College now 1 goal behind. And also something that Nazareth have not been doing as much as they were before is doing exactly what Dragon's doing now, is abusing the backboard. They've, for too often now, allowed the Red Baron in the past 2 games to get that backboard game better than they had it previously. We need to see that come back. McCash, what a save. The dive across, Skit's almost sinking it. If we see Red Baron score here, that's the game secure. McCash downfield, as you said, Biza. It's over the top of Skits. There's the pass, but Classified not close enough. He needed to be more brave. They need this goal. It's dying seconds. You can't play too safe, and that might punish them unless they can keep this up. The Red Baron are about to pull off the reverse sweep. Dragon, he's not done it, and that's it. The Red Baron, they take the last qualifier.
St. Michael's College will get the victory, and the momentum of a reverse sweep was a little too much for Nazareth CC. They weren't able to get back. McCash, Dragon, and Classified couldn't do enough. Cafe, Skits, and Narod will be the 3 players from St. Michael's College joining the Peel High School, Kiama High School, and Unley High School at Hybrid World Adelaide. Absolutely fantastic stuff from these guys.
Yes, indeed. Commiserations to Nazareth Catholic College, of course. Team envy outside of this. Definitely the biggest thing that they could work on, Biza, other than mechanical skills, is definitely the mental aspect of the game. They need to get past that mental blockade, because I feel that they let that affect them too much in this series. They were so close. They needed just, they picked up game 1 and 2. They needed 1 more, and it just slipped away from them. But obviously, huge shout outs to Red Baron, St. Michael's College, for being able to take advantage of that. They noticed it. You could feel in the way that they were playing. They were like, we've got them on the ropes now, Biza. Let's just finish them. And it's exactly what Red Baron managed to pull off.
Now, what we've been told is St. Michael's College is in Adelaide. Am I correct?
I'm not sure. I thought it might have been Nazareth. We'll double check right now. St. Michael's College. Google is a great thing, Biza. Adelaide, yes.
So we have two teams, 2 high schools or 2 colleges.
So Unley High School.
2 teams that are in Adelaide.
Yep, so that's Unley High School and St. Michael's College. And Peel High School.
Sydney.
Can't remember where they
New
were
South
from.
Wales.
New South Wales.
New South Wales. I'm
And
not
then
sure where
Kiama.
Kiama was from.
Alrighty, let's find out right now. Kiama High School is also New South Wales. So 2 New South Wales teams versus 2 Adelaide or South Australian teams.
South Australian teams.
Yep. In the Adelaide Hybrid World LAN Finals, which, if you have forgotten, chat, that will be on Sunday the 22nd of July.
Yeah, so absolutely crazy. 22nd of July, which is, what are we, 2 weeks away? We're 2 weeks away from that. 2 weeks, 2 Sundays away, guys. So if you're in Adelaide for it, definitely get down, be a part of it. If you're not there, then make sure you have your tickets here in this Twitch channel, because I'm sure it's going to be broadcasted on this very lovely channel here. Regardless, if not, stay tuned to obviously the HSEL website, which will have all the details, all the Discord, which I'm sure there is a command or somewhere linked with the Discord. there's a Twitter button just below it. It's got a little tag. Follow the Twitter, and the Twitter will have all the announcements with what's going on. I think that is it for today. I don't really have much time for a viewer game, do we? Do we do viewer games?
No, we're right on time. We're supposed to finish at 4 p.m. AST, and it is exactly 4 p.m. AST right now. So
Yeah.
I suppose if the viewers really want some games, we can probably do a couple. But
Out of our kind hearts.
yeah, well, the admins are saying that we have time. So should we leave it up to chat? Aries suggesting we could interview winners. There's a few things we could do. What do you reckon, Bizer?
I'm always awkward with interviews, Rankies.
Yeah, so am I.
I don't know.
We'll leave it up to chat. Chat, what do you want to do? Do you want to do some interviews, or do you want to do some fun viewer games to wrap up the stream, or are you guys let's just leave it here? I think there's like a good 30-second delay, maybe. So we'll have to wait.
Which is like just twiddling fingers away. Rankies, I got to ask, mate. What do you take of these 4 teams? Peel High School, Kiama High School, Unley High School, and St. Michael's. Obviously, the first 3 online qualifiers, we've got some pretty good teams going through. As of yesterday, certainly it was a little shock to see. It was a little shock to see Delusion come through. I didn't think he was going to enter in. However, when he did come in with his team, we're like, okay, all right, we're going to have a pretty interesting final. Today, I expected a little bit of a different final. However, you know what? I'm not unsurprised.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed either. I still think
I'm not
both
disappointed,
teams play
man.
well.
Like, at the end of the day, you get the best team on the day who goes through in the final. It's best 3 players, man, who play. Yeah, you know, we had a couple teams out there that might have one like a really good player, but the other 2 players don't perform. You don't win. It's as simple as that. So that's what it comes down to.
Absolutely. So, yeah, once again, congratulations to all the teams that have made it. Do you want to do picks now, Bizer, for what we think the end results are? The way I'm thinking is it's probably going to be Delusion's teams. I think Unley are going to win it. Kiama second. It's a tough call between Peel High and Kiama High, but I think Kiama will just scrape in second, Peel High third, and then St. Michael's College fourth. But they've already proven that they can bring in some upsets. So again,
yeah, I think Kiama will probably challenge Unley, like big time challenge. Like
so that's Jando, Foz, and Singe.
Yeah,
Unley is Delusion, Bean Farmer, and Josh Ortex.
Yeah, I will say, like, if Delusion does work with his team
like he did in their qualifier.
Yeah, like actually does a lot of work with them, then Unley's unstoppable. But if Delusion doesn't do any work with his team in the next couple of weeks, Unley will go into the LAN probably a little unprepared and shaky. And the other thing is, all these players in the LAN experience, I don't know how they're going to go down with it.
Delusion is probably the only one that has LAN experience.
Thank you for echoing what I was about to say.
Oh, there you go.
The only person who has LAN experience is Delusion, obviously, from Gfinity. And all the other guys are going to be shaking in the boots going, no.
Because it is a nerve-wracking thing.
We don't know if there's going to be cameras on these guys. I don't know how crazy this is going to be, but it's going to be hype and there's going to be a lot more production on this. So, you know, it's a different experience for these guys. So it's going to be exciting, nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, we do actually have, I don't know if it's the entire team, but at least one person from the side of the Red Baron to come in and just do a short winners interview, just ask them a few questions.
Sure.
So we'll get the admins to drag them in whenever they're ready. Apparently they can't.
Apparently we
all right. Well, why don't we jump down into a channel with him? Alrighty, let's do that. Alrighty.
So We're here with a couple of the guys from St. Michael's College.
Just one of them.
Yeah, just me.
one. Red Baron. So who do we got here?
Eminem Skits, the captain.
M&M
there we go.
Skits. We called
Yeah.
you Skits in the game.
Oh yeah, that's all. Good.
First and foremost, what do you call yourself? M&M Skits.
Well, the M&M is from the HSEL team, the white M&Ms. Skits, I don't know. Just got around to that name. Yeah, not really sure.
There you go. So Eminem's more of like a team tag then.
Yeah, Eminem's the team tag.
Well, there you go. Well, one of the admins pointed out I think a really important question to ask is, obviously you managed to pull off the reverse sweep up against the side of Nazareth Catholic College. What was the mindset when you're on the verge of losing, right? They picked up the first 2 games and it looked very tough for you guys in the third game, but you managed to pull through. And moving into the fourth, where you got the win there, momentum's completely in your favour. What was the mindset throughout pulling off the reverse sweep?
Well, we just have to, work on our rotations, because in the first 2 games, it was a bit unlucky in the first one.
Yep.
But in the last 3 games, we just worked on rotating, clearing the ball well, and just landing our shots, I guess.
And was that something that you actually identified in the middle of the game, or was it something that you were prepared to work on coming into the series?
Yeah, well, we started realising that our rotation was a bit off.
In the middle of the series?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Right.
So we had to work on that throughout the games, which we did and pulled off.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't know about you, Baza, but that makes it even all the more impressive to me that they're able to identify a key problem in their gameplay and, correctly rectify it just in time to pull off the reverse sweep.
How's your preparation come into the last 2 days of the qualifiers? Obviously, did you guys play in the first 2?
Yeah, we played in all of them, so we just got to train hard, I guess. So we did that, and hard work paid off in the end.
Absolutely.
Today's bracket, really interesting one for you guys. You was it you played every single one? If you had a look at the bracket, there was a lot of DQs, and you guys literally played every single game.
Except the semi-final.
Except for the semi-final, which was a DQ run.
Yeah.
So how's all the games for you guys? Did you find it pretty comfortable?
The first 3 were a bit of a breeze, but I mean the semi-final I wasn't expecting them to get DQ'd, but then the final was our most hardest challenge throughout the 4 qualifiers.
Well, there you go. And I think it was, I take my hat off to you guys, because not many teams are capable of pulling off a reverse sweep like that. To overcome that mental blockade is definitely a very challenging thing. And if that's something that you guys can keep on top of, I wish you good luck in the land finals.
Yeah, thank you.
Any last words, Baza?
I was gonna ask, who's your biggest? Obviously you're having a look at the teams that are going to Hybrid World Adelaide now. And Pill High School, Karma High School, and Unby High School. Who's your biggest threat, man? Who you most wanting to face? Who you most wanting to avoid?
I'm trying to avoid Unleague with Delusion, because Delusion's just really good at the game.
Yeah,
he's a very good player. Kiama High School. Probably one of us Kiama, I reckon. Pill I'd like to avoid as well, because they have Azora.
Yeah. That's fair.
Makes sense. Yeah. Is there any shout-outs you want to do, man?
Shout out to Wes for helping with the team, and Kyle. And also Nick and Ethan, yeah.
Awesome. Alright,
man. Cool.
I haven't got any more questions. You got any more questions, Baza?
I'm done, skis, man. Awesome.
Oh, thanks very much for jumping in, Skits. And GG's. I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
MM Skits from St. Michael's College, the winning captain. Scoreline ended up with 1-0-1-0 3-2. I'll say that again. 1-0-1-0 2-3 1-2-1-2. Being in favour of St. Michael's College, the Red Baron, winning the last spot of the online qualifier number 4. That is St. Michael's College. Joining Pill High School, Kaima High School, Unley High School.
Oh, Biza,
Crazy stuff. Yeah?
I just thought of one more question for Skits because he's still here.
Yeah, okay, go.
What inspired the name the Red Baron?
I didn't come up with it myself, but my friend Nick did, or Ethan. I'm not really sure what inspired them to make that name, but yeah, I didn't really make the name.
Either way, very interesting name. Probably the most interesting names out of all the teams going.
Yeah, there was a couple of interesting names. I think we're going to wrap it up here. And let it be done for the afternoon. Guys, next time you'll see us is on the 22nd at Hybrid World Adelaide with the four teams playing for the best, for the championship really of HSEL Rocket League 2018. Until then, stay safe, be good, play lots of Rocket League and continue to improve.
Yep.
We'll see you later.